This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. A couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save a little money, they got one from this hippie that smelled kind of funny. And the next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty, too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Found a store with the sign, said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad, because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar, walked over to where all them registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Son, I'm not going to call the cops, but I'm going to have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be had we only brought a better fake ID on this B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They found this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He claimed to be the one from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him all their cash. He bought them some brew. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time so they could sing with all their friends. They say the road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Hello. How are ya? Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. As the singers will tell you. There they are. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
He's in the house. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Check. Test. Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
Wilbur, good to see you again.
Thanks, Bob. Good to see you.
Let's see.
Sounds like you're all organized and ready to go.
This is not me. There was a last-minute addition to something that they just threw across me. I'm not thinking. I'm doing this.
They handed you a piece of paper.
It involves several layers of paper. We'll be fine.
All right.
But that was the great Todd Snyder. A little beer run for you to get your weekend up and running. Got a lot to talk about today. A lot of interesting things going on, including some stuff in the world of sports, which will be covered by Chick McGee at the sports desk. Christy has her stripes on today.
I do. I have a request for Pat early this morning.
Wow.
I have a song that kept going through my brain. I woke up, sat out of bed at 3:30 thinking my smoke alarm said, you know how they start beeping when their batteries are going dead or whatever?
Yeah, those are designed so they only go off at 2 a.m.
Right. This was 3 a.m. And I get up and I walk around. I don't hear any. I have a new car. I thought, well, maybe the car alarm or something. And I look outside and I realized it was my tinnitus or tinnitus, whatever you want to call it. It was so bad it woke me up. Wow. And I thought literally that the smoke alarm batteries were dead.
Yikes.
The constant sounding. What is it? What is
Mine's
your
like
song?
Morse code, like beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
like
really?
that.
Kind of steady? Ooh. Wow.
No, it's like a beeping sound, which is why I would naturally think it's a smoke alarm.
Yeah, mine are like crickets.
Oh, really?
You know what that sounds like, Chuck?
Oh, yeah. In fact, what's that sound you're making now? That's something I've never heard.
Mine is just a straight thing there.
Oh, is it really?
One little note.
My tinnitus is kill.
Oh, yeah, that's a common one.
How often do you hear that?
I've learned to ignore it, but constantly.
Between 6 and 10, right?
These smoke alarms when it's time to refresh them.
Yes.
It's always the one that's above the highest ladder you own, and it's in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But please get your smoke alarms, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess the newer ones come. You don't even put it. They come with a built-in battery.
Right.
That you
They say they're 10 years.
That you can't take out.
Yeah.
Because I guess people have been taking them out so they can play video games. Then their house burns down and they all die.
I just wanted to hear a fun song about tinnitus. I didn't know we were going to go there.
Based on your behavior here and the way you organize and the way you work here, I can't imagine living in a home with you and having to conduct everyday life, if you will, with you as the partner.
Well,
I can't imagine.
Thursday's fire drill night.
Oh, all right. Well, that's important.
Did you have a lot of fire drills when you were in school?
Yes.
Maybe one quarterly.
Yeah, not too many.
We had them all the time.
All the time?
Oh, God. I don't know what it was about the Shaker Heights school system.
They had it all the time, John.
Maybe they just needed a break from all of you.
And if you talk during a fire drill, yikes.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, God, I can't. I mean, thinking back on it.
I would have looked at my teachers and been like, so you think if there's a fire, I'm going to be quiet about it?
Oh, I'm not kidding. I mean, it was you lined up and you shut up, and if you talked, you were penalized severely.
I think Christy's right. There was something they went, all right, these kids are out of control.
Yeah, we need a break. Let them go outside.
We need them to be scared. They're not scared enough. Let's put a little fear in them.
Maybe pointed at, look, Tom's running his mouth this morning. We need to run a fire drill.
And then
shut his ass up.
I was at the very tail end of the Cold War atomic attack drills.
Ooh, never had that.
Yeah, that stopped in the early 60s.
Well, thank God we're lined up out here on the playground during the atomic attack.
That was a different drill. That's where you would lie down and tilt your desk over.
Oh, yeah.
To keep the radiation off.
Same thing. That'll help, too. Yeah.
They'll duck and cover.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Marlene's lips are melting, but I'll be okay. I've got my desk to protect me. Those were different times.
Boy, that Marlene made an impression on you. You've talked about her
Yeah,
before.
you have.
You say Marlene a lot.
I would like to see a picture of my 6th grade class. I bet I could identify almost all of them.
I bet
Seriously?
you can, yet you can't give anyone change for a 20.
No, and I don't
how.
know the names of half my wife's friends. So, it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You just deep in. Can you name all your teachers from kindergarten up to 7th grade?
Mrs. Patterson was my kindergarten teacher.
Me too.
Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Creeth was my 2nd grade teacher. Third grade. Another Mrs. Miller, I think.
See, but I think most people can name
4th
them all.
grade was Mrs. Lanning. She hated
Did you
it.
and Kelly get married in the time I've been gone? Because you just called her your wife instead of your girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, you've done that a couple times.
Oh, do you have some news?
No.
You know, sure.
I'd tell you if I did.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
But, you know something?
Your youngest daughter was 3 years old before we found out she had been another
Yes,
baby.
she was there.
This is why I'm not on social media.
Tom, who was your fourth grade teacher?
Yeah, we learned that from this week, didn't we? Yeah, my fifth grade teacher was
Mrs. Brack. Mrs. Brack was fifth grade. She was extremely strict, and she was extraordinarily heavy.
Mrs. Brack had lots of slack.
And my friend Bobby, well, I won't give his last name. He's
McChesney, right?
distinguished.
Bobby Womack.
No, I can't tell the story.
Bobby McChesney was his
Oh, okay,
How'd
yeah.
you know that?
Because you've talked about it all the time.
Well, I can't tell you what he did. He's a wonderful, distinguished professor. Let's see now. We move forward. Sixth grade. Yeah, I got them. They're all in there.
We might have found. Is this your heavy teacher? Is this why you hate fat people?
No.
Did she
I don't
wrong
hate fat
you?
people. No, Mrs. Brack was great. I was just
Look
going
at
to
the
say
size of Humphrey
certain people would drop pencils because she had this thing where she would wear these socks that went up to just below her knee.
Oh, yeah.
And then there'd be this
Roll?
Stay Puff roll, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
It was rolled up nylons.
No, but I mean her fat.
I think the fat was over
Oh,
there.
no kidding.
Yeah, it was really gross. But she was a great teacher, a wonderful person.
Fat people are hideous. You're
I
right.
don't hate
I didn't
fat
say
people.
don't
They-
put words in my mouth.
They just disgust me, and I want them dead.
And you know who agrees with me? Bobby McChesney.
I just wanted to hear a little song about tinnitus. And look what
Well, when you're in charge, you can.
Yeah.
Pat, do you have that available?
I'd be honored.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have ringing.
What,
in my-
right now? I can't take it.
I have ringing in my ears, and my doctor pronounces it tinnitus, not tinnitus. He knows the ear, nose, and throat, but when the stomach starts to bloat, is it gastritis or gastritis? We've been saying it wrong all these years. Laymen prefer tinnitus, but the professional says it tinnitus. It confuses us and divides us. The little spider veins that cause lots of pain. That's not phlebitis, it's phlebitis. So it's bronchitis, arthritis, tonsillitis, hepatitis, and my girlfriend has colitis. I'm still going to say tinnitus, not tinnitus, and I'm fine with this. And you highbrow physicians, you all sound ridiculous.
Boy, colitis sounds.
That sounds bad.
That sounds rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's colitis.
Hard to diagnose and hard to find.
Well, when you find it, you can make a woman very happy.
If it's any consolation, my doctor calls it tinnitus. Also.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Mine too. Yeah.
I think that's what he said. I'm half dead.
Couldn't hear.
Right now, I want to talk about Steven Singer.
You just said your doctor didn't pronounce it that way. That's where you came up with the song.
My doctor pronounces it tinnitus,
Tinnitus.
Yeah, so-
not tinnitus. That's how it goes. He pronounces it tinnitus.
My doctor, I just had an exam. He's
Yeah,
mentioned
he
tinnitus.
corrected me.
Okay.
But I think it's one. Who knows? Hepatitis. You don't say hepatitis.
You could.
Hepatitis sounds like a fat woman's boobs.
Fat women.
Man.
Gross.
And we're back.
Right, Bobby? Yeah.
Just
Right shot, Tom.
Right on,
kill them all.
Somebody poisoned the Twinkies. We need to get rid of these.
They'll find out about it, but it'll give us a good foothold.
Eat a salad, take a walk.
Mrs. Brack be dead.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, you win.
Obesity
You
kills.
win, buddy.
Not even holding it back.
She ate the Twinkies. Josh was the one that poisoned them. Coming up, we have some exciting world records. We have the happiest age. Isn't that nice? It's weird that the sports page is now dominated by Taylor Swift. We'll find out about that. Right now, I want to talk about my buddy Steven Singer. Steven Singer's a man. He's usually associated with love because he does things all about love. But right now, he's associated with hate. Not just because you'll find him at IHateStevenSinger.com, but he hates those lab-grown diamonds. Yuck. That's why he'll give you one if you buy a real one. He wants you to see the real thing and buy the real thing. Real, natural, earth-born diamonds. Perhaps an engagement ring is in your future. Well, he's got them. Beautiful ones. Lots of great diamonds at Steven Singer Jewelers. Lots of other great jewelry, of course. Check out the inventory, as they say. IHateStevenSinger.com. This is the perfect season for jewelry because it's always the perfect season for jewelry. Once again, IHateStevensinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Remember, you can grab yourself a free laboratory-grown diamond. The beauty of the real diamonds, when you want to upgrade, they retain their value. So if you paid X for it, you'll get X for it when you upgrade with Steven Singer. I'm making it clear. He supports love and diamonds, but not the laboratory diamonds. You'll find out all the details. IHateStevensinger.com. That's coming up. Plus, Chick McGee is at the sports desk when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Willie Griswold in the house.
Yo, yo.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Sorry to bother you.
No. I was not going to. I didn't say anything. I was just going to.
Yeah.
You're preoccupied.
I just am doing some business over here. I got things to do.
It would be nice if you would look at me one time when I introduce you as if you're ready to go.
I will be ready in just a second.
That would be in just a second.
Okay, I'm ready now.
That's him. Well, let's see over here. I have my
managing my time.
The Framstein over here, and I have to make a copy of that. And then, hello. Incredibly busy.
Are you actually managing your time, or is it like one of those things? You know how? Imagine if like the flight attendant is coming to you. You don't lead with direct eye contact the whole time because you don't want to be a weirdo.
Right.
So you kind of fake distract yourself so you meet in the middle at that perfect time. Dad, is that what you're doing with Chick?
I love that analogy.
No, he wants to appear busy.
Yeah.
He's always in his brain. Someone told him one time, you've got to appear like, even if you're not busy, you have to appear busy to seem important.
Yeah, wasn't that bumper sticker? Was it look busy?
I don't know.
The God is coming or something. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
What does it say?
That is funny. Yeah.
Look busy, Jesus is coming.
Yeah, something like that.
Something yeah.
That's probably what I'm thinking in the back of my mind. No, I have a few things I've got to catch up with over here.
Really?
Just a couple notes. Got a nice thank you from our guest yesterday, Drew Storen.
Yes.
A former Major League Baseball pitcher, and we are arranging, Willie. We're going to try to figure out a way for Drew to throw some heat at us. We've got a couple different options on where we're going to do this.
So I want Drew to do it, but I also think that we should get like a really good 12-year-old. I think we should get a really good 12-year-old to come in here and also try to strike us out.
That's great. I love that idea. But
you have no idea how good some 12-year-olds are.
No kidding.
Oh, absolutely.
Just some 12-year-old that drives himself in. He's dipping as he parks his car.
Hey,
guys.
Bring in the heat.
It's really interesting.
I hit 102 on the gun.
A friend of mine has a son who is, for all practical purposes, already being scouted by professional football. I mean, it's amazing.
This isn't Bobby McChesney's kid.
No, not Bobby. Anyway, I got a nice note from Drew saying that when they put the last batch of the Field of Dreams bourbon on sale, it sold out in like 10 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Anyway, they're going to be having a new batch coming up next year, and we'll see. Thought it was fun.
You're still looking for a bottle? I've got one, and you get a hold of me. I'll tell you how much it is.
Oh yeah,
really? That's illegal, but
I don't know about that.
It's what America was built on. I think. Supply and demand.
Make me an offer, men, and women just send a picture.
Some sort of black market retailer who exchanges the nudes.
Willie, you might not know this story. Back in the day when guests would come in, we would always give them a bag. Actually, it was a Bob and Tom logoed bag, really cool bag.
Swag bag.
It was a plastic bag.
I loved it.
It had our color logo on it, you jackass.
You're making it sound like it was canvas embroidered by old ladies at Wisconsin Dells.
It was a nice branded plastic bag.
It was made by 12-year-olds in China that were receiving minimum wage on the 4-hour per hour basis. The point is, in there we would have a T-shirt, and there'd be maybe a calendar, a couple of CDs.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that a certain comedian was reselling them all on, what was it, eBay?
Yep.
That's amazing.
By the way, if you're looking for old Bob and Tom CDs, they're all over eBay. I understand.
Wait, real quick, on the topic of old giveaways and stuff, I got my cousin turned 28 yesterday. Her birthday dinner was Tuesday night. So me, my cousin, my other cousin, my uncle, we all got dinner together, and we were all telling stories. And my uncle told a story where he and you, Dad, went to a concert together. And I go, "Oh, did you bring my mom and your wife?" And he goes, "No, we were supposed to, but your dad had to bring contest winners." So it was like my dad and my Uncle Nick and the 8th and 9th caller went to go watch Little Feat.
God, it was worth it. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, your Uncle Nick and I, we once went to Eric Clapton Front Row together.
Wow.
Talk about a great show. In any event, I'm off the topic, which was, I believe, we're going to be doing taking some heat, some Major League Baseball pitching. I'm not sure I can do it. I'm not sure I could stand there.
I don't think I'm going to.
I think I'd be afraid.
Yeah, the closer it gets, the more terrified I am by it. No.
Storen's got control. He won't hit you.
Yeah, but what if we get that anomaly in which he has some twitch in his arm and I get a baseball in the face at 100 miles an hour?
No, it won't happen.
He won't.
He'll be fine.
He won't hit you unless he wants to.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, I've already got one shredded humerus bone in my right arm. I don't need the other one. Busted. But in any event, the bourbon was a big success, and we had a lot of fun talking to him. And
that is probably the real way that I could get on base if I was ever in an MLB game. It wouldn't be getting a hit. It'd be getting hit by the ball. That's the way that I could do it. That's how I could be a real team player.
Just kind of lean into it.
Yep. And we asked him about the group showers and who had the best locker room.
You asked him about that. You were
Yeah,
fascinated
you
by
did.
it. I think you just wanted to shower with him.
I don't want to shower with anybody. I don't like it. I thought it was
You're curious
interesting.
about it, though. Isn't that odd?
Yeah.
You're very
Bi-curious.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever use different soaps, and do you ever smell each other and see what the soaps smell like?
Do you ever wash each other's backs?
I wonder
You got a spot there.
do they carry their own soap, do you think? Or?
Oh, my God.
It's all provided there.
So, okay.
Well, some guys, but like you
I bet
said,
some guys do
you
have
let
their own.
the people know, hey, this is what I use, this is what
and they'll get it for
they
you.
have it there, yeah.
The clubbies take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a pretty good mood. You notice how clean shaven I am this morning?
It looks very nice.
I
have the beard of a 9-year-old.
I shave at least 3 times a day. I got one of those shower mirrors.
God.
God, it's great.
You look very smooth and kissable.
Shave in the shower.
Your dad has discovered eBay like it was yesterday.
You're buying
like
this stuff on eBay?
Like he brings up eBay all the time.
Oh,
you can buy anything, Josh.
See?
No, I'm
like it was
I don't know
just
if you've heard
announced
about this.
I
yesterday.
get a lot of vintage Indianapolis Motor Speedway stuff on eBay.
Sure.
I've gotten a lot of old Bob and Tom stuff on eBay.
Yep. Oh, there's a
Shoes.
lot of great stuff on eBay. But it's just cute how you just discovered it.
Oh, you can get. I don't want to go into it. It's some great stuff. But alas, I do need to make a couple quick announcements. We do have Willie on stage tonight. Now, can we say where yet, or this is?
Yeah, it's it. Don't tell Cincy. Don't make it too hard. Just Google "Don't Tell Cincy." Buy the show. It's at the ticket link in my bio. It'll tell you where the show is. It's that easy.
And that's the whole, and we're not being coy here, that's the whole premise of that show.
Exactly. They just don't tell you the exact location
the charm of it,
day of. But now the secret location has been revealed.
Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be fun. And then while I'm at it, we're going to be doing this show. Where's it going to be again in Wisconsin?
Bowler.
Bowler. Oops, wait a minute. Sorry, wrong screen. We're going to be in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Let me tell you something. It's a pleasure to watch you work.
Sorry, I almost played a song there. Bowler, Wisconsin.
Somebody moved the bowler to the song and switched it.
On the morning of the 17th of November, right? It's a Friday. That night, a big show.
Well, the Crimley circuit got mixed up.
The Franheimer.
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskay. By the way, do we have Jeff coming up today?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. And Willie G, me, Chick. It's going to be fun. That evening, the second show has been added. The first one sold out, and information's at North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. We'll see you in Wisconsin. Should be a lot of fun. And a live show in the morning with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio and the Bob and Tom horn section. We'll sort of look forward to that. The brass to mouth horns. All coming up. Now, I see Chick McGee at the sports desk looking quizzical.
Real quick, last night, Thursday Night Football on Amazon. Yes, Al Michaels, who's one of the only people older than Tom, used the term razzle-dazzle last night during the game.
Al likes it.
Yeah. He really likes it, if that tells you where Tom's head is.
No, it's just a classic term.
And Al share that.
Razzle-dazzle.
He's got to go away. Al Michaels has to.
He's great.
Retire gracefully.
I like him. He's cute.
Grimly hanging on.
I'll tell you
finishing everyone's last sentence.
I'll tell you what.
Getting the last word.
I think that especially in radio, the announcers are getting too appliance-like. They're great. They know everything, but they're so emotionless. I love the homers, the guys that lose their mind. And there are fewer and fewer of those out there.
You're saying these guys, they're too on the business. They're not having fun. They're not pushing the wrong button, playing the wrong sound effect.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want a little more Tommy G
Al
in
Michaels
sports.
is not having fun, if you've ever listened to him. He's not having a good time
No,
at
yeah,
all.
I was more in the radio realm. I like the guys that lose their mind when stuff's going on.
Did you watch the first quarter?
I did not.
Al Michaels had to plug. On Sunday, the NFL is doing that game in England, and there's like a Toy Story element to it.
Yeah.
And he has to go, well, you love watching football, but this Sunday, there's a Toy Story football. How fun will that be? And you can tell he just hated saying it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. We have a story coming up about how smart the NFL is. They're getting huge ratings numbers because of Taylor Swift right now. I've sent you the story.
Yeah, sure. It's going to be Red Zone. Red Zone Taylor's version. Perfect. We all get it. It's fun.
Yeah, they broke down the ratings of that game and the demographics of the female numbers.
I'm sorry, we talked about this all week, I think.
I know, but we now have some demographic numbers.
Am I right?
As opposed to anecdotal research.
How about that?
Hard numbers.
Hard numbers.
What else have you got over there?
Well, speaking of hard numbers, Lions 34, Packers 20 last night at Lambeau Field as the Lions win for the fourth straight time.
Wow.
Unbelievable. A streak that includes the final game of last season, as we remember. David Montgomery rushed for 121 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Detroit Lions. And I had the Packers plus the points. Let's see, I had plus 2, so all I needed was 23 more points. And I would have been in the money on that one.
And Alex was
so close.
Ms. Alex Virgil.
She was a big Packer fan, yes.
Yeah, so sorry about that, Alex.
Yeah, I kind of went with her. Yeah, she's to blame. Dear Tom, we've got this gentleman went to a hardware store the other day, and apparently now there is a product prepackaged under the name Shore Lunch.
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah.
You can have cheddar broccoli or home-style chili.
Oh, my.
They have soup. They have breading for your fish. They have
Shore
Lunch.
Shore Lunch is good stuff.
Bring one of Tom's harebrained ideas.
Harebrained. The Shore Lunch is a classic fishing thing. Best prepared, Josh, would you agree with a cast iron skillet?
Yeah, that's
the fire and
that's great.
I did that in Canada, man. Get the lard going.
Yes.
Just pop the fish in there.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you had a shore lunch.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a little far from the shore, but technically we were on the shore. We weren't in the water.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's great.
Yeah.
That fun?
I guess.
Well, tell the guy thank you. I was at the hardware store. For
Oh, look,
a couple hours
it's Bobby McChesney. Emailed that to us. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Bobby.
I just want him to hear what we've been talking about. What the hell's Tom doing? I'm going to kill him.
He's probably busy, right? He's a distinguished professor.
He is.
Readying himself for class.
Making notes for himself.
You can't fire me. I've got 10 years.
Yeah. Pooh. What are you going to do? I said it.
What are you going to do?
I got tenure, but...
No one wants to defend freedom of speech, but he's just saying pee and poo all the time.
And we were talking about Confucius the other day. My favorite one, a man who farteth in church, sat in on pew.
Yes. Love that.
This one is from Martin. My favorite one is Confucius say, man who walks through turnstile sideways goes to Bangkok.
God, I love that one.
Thank you.
And it was
Thank you very much, Martin.
Confucius's birthday, right?
Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
And you don't say
but, yeah.
BC anymore, right? It's BCE, right?
Folks still do. In art history, a lot of the times they'll say BCE, but it doesn't really matter.
BCE is what? Before the Common Era.
Before
Common Era. Okay, good to know.
Here's Al Michaels from last night's Lions-Packers game. Everyone, enjoy his disconnected broadcasting.
Little razzle-dazzle. Raymond, tons of room. Khalif Raymond down the sideline. He goes deep into Green Bay territory. Rudy.
Razzle-dazzle.
To me, he's got enough. That's the appropriate amount of excitement for a national broadcast.
Yeah, he's great.
You can't get overly excited, right? When you're national, the people get upset.
I like the Vikings local guy gets so excited.
Yeah, the local guy should.
Yeah.
I like that too.
It's the great. Well, and on Red Zone usually they cut to the local guys, and I like that because they're getting stoked. It's
that's cool.
More fun for you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, when you watch the what is it, Commanders now? Commanders games.
Washington, please. Yes,
do
go
you
ahead.
do you listen to the local radio guys?
I don't. No, I don't care for the local radio guys now either.
No,
the good ones all got fired, and Sam had to, or Sonny had to retire. So yeah.
Oh.
Did the good ones get fired because they were too emotional and having fun and doing a good job?
No, I think something about Dan and cheerleaders or something.
I see. Okay, all right.
Who's your favorite broadcaster currently? Sports.
Troy and Joe. I like Troy Aikman a lot, and that's coming from a lifelong Washington fan. I think he does a great job. I think Joe Buck is the most polarizing broadcaster. Whoever, if two different fans are listening to the game, they think each of them think Joe hates my team.
To me, that means he's doing his job.
Yeah.
It's amazing how people think that.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's what. What are you reading to no one but yourself?
Confucius says, "Man who sneezes without Kleenex takes matters into his own hands."
That's good.
He was a wise man, that Confucius.
Confucius say, "Squirrel who runs up lady's leg will not find nuts."
I mean,
Well,
wisdom. Yeah.
This stuff is
chock full.
amazing.
Confucius is working blue.
Man, oh man.
This sounds like that the Toastmasters Club thing.
I love him.
Stuff.
He put pen to papyrus. He got all that stuff.
Oh, that's
down.
great stuff. Confucius says, "Man with hole in both pockets, not feel too cocky."
No, only one he would feel.
It's a joke.
Even though it's two pockets.
Thank you for the exegesis on that joke.
Were these like written by committee, or was it kind of just a phenomenon that took over? Did these?
That's a very good question.
Confucius.
History.
I was just going to say,
It was a middle school class
there,
assignment.
the Confucius in the writing room. I think he has a good point.
Yeah, like pre-internet, how does something like that exist? Could you get little books of those?
I don't know. Who knows?
I think he could get a little printed out.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Here's one for you, Christy.
Yes.
Confucius say, "Woman laid in tomb may become mummy."
You like that one, Arnold?
I like all these a lot.
Playing the word laid and mummy,
Sure,
that's
yes.
fine stuff.
They're all mildly
Fine.
offensive. They're
Yes.
all-
Some of them are really dirty. Wow. Confucius says, "Man who stand on toilet, high on pot."
So
It's a
silly.
drug joke.
That's very silly.
It's a drug joke.
Happy birthday, Confucius.
HBDC.
Confucius really didn't come up with any of these. You know that, right?
Not according to Josh.
Well, the only reason anyone remembers Confucius is because of these jokes.
These jokes, sure. I won't argue that.
What was one of his, actually? What's
Yeah,
a real
wouldn't it
one?
be nice to know what he actually said?
I'm sure
don't
there's a
think anybody
website
knows.
of that crap. I don't want to hear it.
It's probably in some Asian language.
Something like
Something
it.
about
Find wisdom by being really bored.
life is death. And,
Listen to listen to the voice in your head until you
Suffering.
jump.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Kill. Yeah, okay. Let's
There it
see.
is again.
Coming up, we have more interesting news in the world of sports. We have an update on Bad Breath and an update on the Paw Patrol movie.
Cool.
But right now, I look around the room and I see Josh's hands. I actually don't look all that worn from doing carpentry at your house and doing fix-up stuff. What happened?
Not a blister.
He's smart. That's why.
Nary a blister.
You know what happens is I learned. I learned that when I go to do something around my home, we all have those everyday repairs that need done, that are constant maintenance. I don't always get it done, and when I do, it doesn't always look like a skilled professional did it. So, from now on, I Angie that. That's right. I'm going to find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise I need every time I go on Angie. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. I know they helped me with my fireplace and my chimney. They've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. They have that wonderful Angie app, and they have that great online site. Answer a few questions on either. Angie can handle the rest from start to finish. Angie can also help you compare quotes from multiple pros so you can find the best price for you and your budget, and you can connect with them instantly. That means you can take care of just about any home project in only a few taps. Because when it comes to getting the most out of your home, yes, you can do this when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you very much, Angie. And coming up, we're going to find out a little more about the NFL Jets game and about a cool baseball world record.
Sunday Night Football with Jets and the Chiefs, and Taylor Swift's going to be there, people.
That's right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
TV monitors. Oh.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
It's very inside, but it looks like Pat's in a skateboarding video right now. It's that weird fish island.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here he is.
So you have 6 monitors in front of you. Is that
Always off guard and unaware.
You know what he's got in front of him? Everything he needs.
All right.
Fine.
Tom Griswold.
I can't see in that room because of the reflection. If you sat over here, you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, it looks like Willie's sitting in that room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from here, like that, the reflection.
Yeah. A couple quick things.
Well done, Toady.
What else, Tom?
In Talent, Oregon,
Yes.
one can find Kostaki tonight. Kostaki Economopoulos.
Thanks for the warning.
The man behind all pro lines. Make sure to let him know what your favorite NFL team is or college team.
He's probably got some good jokes about the Packers
so he
tonight.
can
I'm
somehow trash them.
Yeah.
Saturday, he's in beautiful Reading at the Wind River Resort. He's at the Talent Club tonight, by the way. And then Sunday, Kostaki's in Chico at the Chico Theater. And then I want to get this exactly correct. Pat Godwin?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct in saying you and Jeff Oskay
are
going to be in the Cedar Rapids area at the Olympic Theater
this Saturday? Yeah.
This Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That's
tomorrow night.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
Thank you,
night.
Christy.
Yeah.
All right. Very
Came up fast.
Or they're
Yeah, it
scheduled to appear.
Yeah.
Jeff's supposed to be driving.
What time are you leaving?
Early.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys are riding together.
Yeah.
Roadhead.
If I have to.
Now, do you guys...
Don't ask me twice.
Now, will you be playing, will you be chatting, or will there be music? Will we have maybe a book on tape?
Godwin's in the car. Will be chatting.
Yeah,
Jeff
I'm gonna have
will be
to go.
listening.
No, Jeff is a good chatter, too. Back and forth.
All right.
Good.
What are the bathroom rules?
We poop in the car.
You know what?
Yeah.
A lot of people say that's a bad rule, but you make
You
great time.
make good
Makes
time.
really good time.
It has its drawbacks, but you get there.
You learned that back in the days with Geechee Guy?
No.
Favorite car food? What do you eat in the car?
You know, I'm not hungry in the car. I just have coffee.
In the road trips, you don't eat snacks?
No.
When you and I got a road trip, I teased you a little bit because you got a salad with no dressing.
That is true, and I got it all over me.
How did you not get any dressing? You were just eating a dry salad.
Well, didn't have any minestrone.
I was attempting to diet that week.
Soup in the car while driving.
Well, we started off with a Jimmy John, remember?
Yeah, we sure did.
Very good.
Boy, I had one ready for him.
Dieting on the road, you are doomed.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
You end up you get chili at a Wendy's at 5 p.m.
You know what else is impossible? Dieting at home. I mean, it's on the road, at home.
And restaurants, that's impossible.
I say to hell with it.
Yeah. You know, I don't know who came up with it, but whoever came up with the guy at Hostess who came up with the 3 ho-hos in the package at the convenience store. That is one sweet bastard. Okay? That guy knew what he was doing.
Yeah, where's that Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Have you seen what the guys at Reese's are doing?
What are they up to now?
It used to be 2, and then there was 3, and there was a king size that's 4.
Right.
They're going like 7 and 9. It's crazy. It's way too long. There's no structural integrity.
And like one out of every 8 truck stops or gas stations, they'll have the pounder, the giant, that's meant to be like served like a pie.
Wow.
Tom, our gym has a restaurant. That's not fair. You can't even diet there.
Yeah, but they serve healthy food there.
Do they?
Yes. They have great smoothies. Oh, my.
They do, actually.
Yes.
Now, we have Chick McGee at the sports desk right now. And
I would like to point out early on for this Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift
Farce.
Opinions vary.
Budding romance.
When this first started, Tom was dead set against it. Remember that? He didn't want us to talk about it. Just shut up.
Yeah, nobody
let
cares.
them live their lives. Nobody cares. Shut up. Let's do a world record about David Rush catching grapes with his anus. But no.
Wait a second. David caught grapes with his anus, and I missed
How many?
it, you guys?
84.
You weren't here yesterday.
And they were, and after the event, they were distributed to the local food bank.
So they did not go to waste.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true.
We'll have the story.
They're making a gross wine with it.
But now, anything about Taylor, Tay, and Travis.
Well, luckily we have the man here. Why the change of heart?
No, it just
It sounded like you said change of fart. Josh.
There is some interesting statistics about this romance, be it real or fake. And if I don't, it's none of my business what those two do. But the fact that this is actually, I think Willie pointed this out, maybe off the air. The Jets have 5 or 6 primetime games, and without Aaron Rodgers, no one would want to see the Jets because they're going to stink. But the fact that Taylor is going to be allegedly showing up at this game. What is it, the Sunday Nighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've sold a bunch more tickets and the prices are going way up.
And evidently people have checked into this. This is from Kenneth. I have checked Taylor Swift's tour itinerary. She's in Tokyo the day before our Super Bowl. But if the Chiefs are in it, maybe she can make it from Tokyo to it's in Vegas. Willie and I are going to be there as long as Kostaki's not. And so plans are to get her back to the Super Bowl. It's assumed the Chiefs will be in it.
If she were to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, it would knock the grid out of the world.
And Heinz, oh man, is there anything better than Heinz ketchup? I don't think so.
Nope.
Heinz Ward.
I have it on. Did he go in the Hall of Fame?
Try him on a hamburger.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He probably wouldn't be better than Heinz ketchup on a hamburger.
I got my eye on Heinz Ward. I think there's something going on there.
He was a Steeler, right?
Yeah.
And isn't Heinz corporate headquarters in Pittsburgh?
Yes. Isn't that weird?
Well, that's awfully tidy.
They named their kid after the ketchup. Wouldn't you if you played at Heinz Field?
And he's married to Sela?
But it's not Heinz Field anymore. It's Acrisure.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Hospital or insurance or...
Who cares anymore?
Or no, Acrisure. We make everything.
Who cares? Tom,
I hate this naming rights.
Who cares anymore? Please.
But is it?
You're going to care.
How about Enron Field? How they doing?
Heinz is memorial. Heinz. Yeah, the underwear. That's what who need. Heinz ketchup.
When we come back, Heinz ketchup
and Taylor Swift. We'll have it.
And also coming up, nude barbershop.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. Who's nude? The patrons?
Hey,
or
Clyde,
the
you want to put your clothes back on?
Oh.
Yeah.
They are.
Yes.
Have you seen the new reality?
I watched it the other day.
The naked thing? Oh, you guys already talked about that?
No, it's something else. The Naked Attraction on Max.
Everybody's naked.
Even the contestants make a choice. They don't start that way, but they do end up that way. And they have these little partitions that raise up that just show you the bottom part.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. If looking at men close up on a 75-inch television screen makes you uncomfortable, you won't know it till you're watching the show.
We'll have to check it out.
And it caught me by surprise.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton bedding from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with airy blankets, cloud-like duvets, and breathable sheets. You'll experience pure comfort on night one and feel your bedding get softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first order at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
Hey y'all, it's Caitlin and Kane Brown here with Wayfair. As a growing family, one of our favorite things is Game Night Wayfair Edition.
Let's do it. You gotta name as many Wayfair furniture and decor categories as you can. Ready? Go.
Sofas, bar stools, beds, ottomans, outdoor seating, bookshelves, kitchen tables, garden sheds, mid-century modern lamps.
Time. Nice. You got 9 out of a lot. Not too bad. Keep practicing by visiting wayfair.com, where you can shop every style for every home.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Check it out.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey there, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Right here in the house. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Something's cooking
Tom.
in Pat's room over there. I can tell he's got something working up pretty soon. We'll look forward to that. Right now, we're saying hello to Chick McGee at the sports desk.
And here's what we got. Heinz is trying to remember Taylor Swift's moment at Arrowhead Stadium with something they've come up with called ketchup and seemingly ranch custom sauce. The brand is capitalizing on a viral post from a fan account which shows a photo of Taylor hugging another woman, and on a nearby table sat a place with a single chicken finger, a blob of white sauce, and a blob of red sauce. The photo, captured in Travis Kelce's suite, was captioned, "Taylor Swift was eating a piece of chicken with ketchup and seemingly ranch." Now, Heinz has announced that in honor of #trailer, it's releasing 100 bottles of limited edition ketchup and seemingly ranch sauce.
Ugh.
They do have something at Heinz called Cranch, which is ketchup and ranch. I've not seen this yet.
Really?
I'd like to give it a try.
They have the mayo chup as well.
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
seen
a
that.
pre-made burger sauce, essentially.
Hidden Valley Ranch, Walmart, and the Empire State Building all shared seemingly ranch memes on social media.
All right.
There you go.
I hate that the Empire State Building can tweet. That annoys me for some reason. That buildings have social media accounts.
Yeah. What does it have to say?
It's
this just shows
goings on at the building, I would guess.
Now, will these be collectible? What's it called again? Taylor's seemingly
ranch. Yeah,
Okay.
it's there. They said 100 bottles.
They're going to wind up on eBay.
Trailer, yeah. You'll find them on eBay.
Maybe you'll be able to buy one on eBay.
That's okay.
I know how you like eBay.
I do like eBay.
I do. This is a good innovation because when I get chicken fingers, I like to take a plate and sort of like a painter puts his paint on a palette. I put sauces and I mix them around. I'll take a fry and I'll put the ranch into the hot sauce.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, sort of stir around,
Sure.
get different color combos, different flavor combos.
Wow.
I'm like the Bob Ross of eating.
You're something.
We've talked before
Pretty
about
little chicken tender.
the salad bar, and you get to the end, and someone's put the 1,000 Island ladle into the ranch.
Yeah.
Grow up, enjoy it, stir it around a little bit, have a fun little experiment.
No, it looks like that spin art they used to have at the fair. Do they still have that?
Spin art at the fair?
Remember that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Spin art.
I think it's gone. Sorry to say.
Are you kidding me?
No,
what are we going to do if that's
what
gone?
was spin art?
Is that when you come by, get a chocolate tonic?
Wouldn't they put a T-shirt on a spinning disc and splash it with paint and
Is that what they
call
did?
it art
Oh.
or something?
Yeah, it was fun. Kids get the ketchup bottles, get to squirt the paint on. There's probably a warehouse full of those spin art mobile.
Do you have a spin art T-shirt, Willie?
I don't think so. I want to get some of those cool, like the airbrushed ones.
Yeah, those are cool.
So it says Willie G right across the breast. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Those are
Buddy and Sissy, remember that?
Those are cool and how not cool they are.
Yes.
Like they're
right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
White trash chic.
Yes.
The things you're nostalgic for. Just very, very
see, Josh makes a good point. There was a scene, I want to say it was an episode of The Rockford Files, where this guy...
I was just on last night. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was Rockford.
The cliffhanger.
The thundering feet of people running to Google.
This gets really obscure.
What are Rockford Files?
It was the actor from Next Stop Greenwich Village, and he's wearing a bowl. He's wearing this even more obscure. I know.
Yes.
He's wearing a bowling shirt, and the guy goes, "God, that is just really awful." He goes, "No, don't you get it? This is so uncool. It's cool." Which was your point.
That's why you told us. That's why you told us that story.
No, I was trying to underscore I think Josh is making a really good point.
Well,
a lot of that happens.
He's in support of Willie's point about the T-shirt.
Sometimes I speak, and I'm really not to be blamed for what happens with my words.
This is all your Next Stop Greenwich Village lays at your feet.
You have blood on your hands.
It's a great movie.
Way to go.
It may be one of Christopher Walken's first movies.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, hit that L.
Walken.
All right, next time.
Always
Walken.
Christopher Walken.
There's a song, Pat. Can you do a Christopher Walken impression?
I can't.
Due to that song, I'm Walking, that Ricky Nelson.
Walking.
White version of that tune.
Perhaps this is an off-air meeting.
I'm Walking. Do you? We'll work on it.
This whole show should be off air.
There are many who would agree with that. Josh, I was trying to help you.
No. I'm not upset at anybody.
Razzle dazzle.
But
Raymond, tons of room. Khalif Raymond.
Okay, Al. There you are, Tom.
Anyway.
Why don't you like Al Michaels?
I just don't.
Okay.
I don't care for him.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't care for him and his ways.
Lenny Baker was the star of the movie.
Who?
Lenny Baker. Really good actor. Sadly died young.
Money Baker?
Lenny Baker.
Lenny Baker.
Great movie. Jeff Goldblum's in that movie.
What's the name of the movie again?
Next Stop Greenwich Village.
Terrific movie.
I've heard of it. I know it's in that late 60s, barely 70s sweet spot for Tom.
Really
Yeah.
good. I'm just saying. Just watch the movie. But then he appears in an episode of The Rockford Files. Well, never mind. I'm sorry. I love The Rockford Files.
What's Rock? Is that what, like
James Garner.
70s, 80s?
70s.
Yeah.
A little bit of the 80s, I think. Maybe. Barely. Or was he in Nichols by the time the 80s rolled
You know
around?
what it may have been is the show was in the 70s and then the 80s. You remember they would have the TV movie of the week?
Yeah.
And it was probably one of those special.
He was also Maverick. He was Maverick for a long time.
Sure. But James Garner is great.
He was a great man.
He was Nichols, which was for 2 or 3 seasons, which was more or less Maverick, but he changed his name. Still in the Old West. And Ed Bruce was. I always liked Ed Bruce.
Very good. I'm sorry. I blame myself. We're off topic. What have you got?
The XFL and USFL evidently are planning to join forces. That's right. They're going to merge. This interests no one but Ace Cosby. Ace, your thoughts?
Sports fans around the world.
Okay.
My question is, what are they going to call it?
The Spring Pro Football League.
They're going to call it.
Announced
they're going to call it this. It was either this or bankruptcy.
Merge going forward. A statement from the league said further details of the new league would come out at a later date.
Is it like
good news conference?
XUSFL?
and there's a lot of letters there.
The XFL has 8 teams, from Seattle, Washington to Washington, D.C. The USFL has 8 teams from New Jersey to Memphis. The XFL, first founded in 2001, returned in 2020. But had to shut down because as they all breathed a sigh of relief, we can blame COVID.
Yeah.
And the league eventually filed for bankruptcy. But was reborn in February. The USFL played its first season last season.
Who won the championship?
Birmingham Stallions.
No.
Won it 2 years in a row.
And from
there you go.
Didn't they play all the games in Birmingham?
the first year. The last season, they had 4 different cities. So.
4 different cities, not the teams or the teams.
Is Birmingham known for horses?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
Stallions?
Just a random name that they put because they were too bored to come up
I
with
thought the
anything.
Birmingham Stallions was used in another league, too, like the WFL, or I think they had a bunch of T-shirts laying around, I think. Or was that Tampa Bay?
My grade school was the Stallions.
No,
The
really?
Stanton Stallions.
That's interesting. I like it when the elementary schools come up with teams and names for their team.
I was a Cardinal.
We didn't have a name for mine.
We did.
The Mohawk Turtles.
We had a theme song.
St. Christopher Cardinals. Yes?
No, of course.
A cheer for our dear Mercer, the best school of them all.
He knows the
We hail and salute thee.
Get comfortable.
We hark to your call.
When did you have to sing that?
We'd have to stand up probably after fire drills, so once a week in detention.
Detention.
That's where Bobby and I went to school together.
Hail and salute seems a little.
Bobby McChesney?
Yep.
Seems pretty dead on for what's going on there.
But we weren't like the Mercer.
Goose step around the playground today.
Point your hand in a certain way.
How many vowels are in your last name?
Look at him over there. He's one.
Protestant, you Protestant, please.
Make a circle, keep him out. Keep him out.
Keep him out. Look, it's whites only.
There he goes.
We
No,
can't
you
tell.
don't.
Look at him go.
Cross the line.
See,
Look at him go over there.
That's too much. See?
It's.
Gosh.
I guess he was 9 before like schools were integrated. I guess so. We'll give him time to catch up. but-
Yeah, right. Not necessarily his fault. The era he was born into.
Poor guy. Take it easy, man.
Okay, sorry. So what the USFL, whatever they're going to call themselves.
Don't look at me, dude. I got no clue.
Like Chick said, the press conference yesterday was all but useless.
Yeah.
Just call it spring football, man. Just call it spring football. That's what everyone wants.
Maybe get Elon Musk to buy it because everything is going to be X with him, right?
I hate.
Isn't he? He's got Twitter is now X, maybe the XFL. What they need is a pop star to date
Taylor
one of the
Swift
players.
is who they need.
She's taking
Get Travis to go play.
Get
for-
Olivia Rodrigo. She's huge now. She'd be good to date some. Who's going to be in that league? Anybody you know? Have we heard any of these guys' names? I'm sure
No
there's some
household names, obviously.
excellent athletes. We wish them the best. Right now, I wanted to say if you were listening to me sing the Mercer fight song, in your in your earbuds from our friends at Raycon, you would have heard every nuanced syllable.
Raycon's everyday earbuds look and feel, sound better than ever, and they travel, baby. They feature noise isolation awareness modes. You can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout, possibly with optimized gel tips for that perfect in-ear fit. Raycon's fit every ear ever made, and the earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember,
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Raycons do not budge, Tom.
Even when you have a coughing fit.
Yeah,
they stayed right in your skull.
Come right out of my eye. Raycons, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you'll love this. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Is your show really live? Oh, yeah. Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 five-star reviews, and Raycon having their back-to-school sale for a limited time. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Laugh it up, punk. Get 20% off. 20% off Raycon site-wide. Plus free shipping. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom for 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Patty G's working
my
on
nephew shopping today, but apparently that's not going to happen.
I'm trying to get some J's, man. What the hell?
You blew it.
Patty's working on something serious in there. I'm not sure what it is. We'll look forward to hearing that. Comedian Megan Gailey will be joining us.
Yeah.
And more. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Over the past several days, 3 females have been found dead.
Looks like someone's going after these girls. Then they have to know to watch their backs.
Streaming now.
You really want what happened to this woman happen to you?
Exactly why I need to keep going on this.
Starring Emmy Award winner Amanda Seyfried.
I'm worried about what you're gonna find. So am I.
Long Bright River. A limited series. Streaming now. Only on Peacock.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void?
right. Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
And you know what, Chick?
What?
Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase. While supplies last, purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
We are joined by comedian Megan Gailey. Megan, it's good to see you again.
Good morning.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
And you're a mommy.
I'm a mom.
How's that going?
Oh, no one wanted me to do it. But here we are. He's a really good boy. He's a good boy. He's a really good boy.
How old?
1.5.
Oh, that's so fun, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And a lot of work.
Any words?
It's a lot of work. That's why I look good. A lot of running.
Any words yet?
Dada, of course, because, you got to give him a shout out.
I think scientifically they've demonstrated that often dada is first because it's easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the
Easier.
the mouth to say, so don't feel slighted.
No. He can't say mama, but he can say cracker. And so I'm just taking that he is saying mama.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That or he's hostile toward folks.
Yes, if you start saying white devil, then you can start worrying.
Man, these Miss Rachel videos are getting weird.
I know.
Whoa.
Wow, you know Miss Willie, do you have a kid floating around in the
No,
world?
but my dad has had so many so late in life. Miss Rachel,
You know
Paw
Miss
Patrol,
Rachel.
Daniel Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all caught up.
There's
I'm
a
good to
whole
go.
is Miss Rachel hot subreddit, and it's like she is.
Mhm.
I think dads are bleary-eyed like, wow, she looks good.
Miss Rachel looks good today.
And I'm glad that you noticed that because as a moderator for that subreddit, I put a lot of work into that. So thank you.
And who is Miss Rachel?
Oh, she's this woman who is raising all of our children.
Okay.
She's just like fine. She's just a gal on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's like, good morning, little ones. And like there's knockoff Miss Rachels now. Like I think she's worth 10
Hey,
million.
I'm Mr. Rachel.
Sit down, shut up, and
get over there.
eat your cracker.
Today I'm teaching you kids how to light a cigarette. Come here.
This is the Dr. Spock 5 generations later.
Really?
Wow.
Miss Rachel, huh?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I like
Why
Doc
not?
McStuffins. Are you familiar with Doc McStuffins,
Yeah.
Chick?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the word. I
She
know
helps
it's a kid's-
put together stuffed animals that have been hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like toys that are broken and stuff.
She
yeah.
calls herself a doctor. And okay.
you question her credentials?
I do. She's not operating on me.
And then we actually have a we can tie into sports kind of. We have an update on the Paw Patrol.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't think I have.
Oh, I've got it.
I
we had a
do.
fun story this week about that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
just been
it's
made
now.
official.
Shut up! It's now official. Over 200 dogs and their owners helped break the Guinness World Record for the most dogs attending a film screening organized by Paramount Pictures. The successful attempt took place in Los Angeles' Griffith Park. This was out of doors, where the dogs were treated to a sneak preview of Paw Patrol, the mighty movie.
I wanted it to be in a theater.
Guinness World
Yeah,
Record.
and like Schindler's List.
It's a double feature.
There's a German Shepherd clapping.
219 dogs attended the screening. The old record was 199.
Okay.
So 219, the new record.
This is what LA does when the strike is happening.
That's great. Yeah, that's because the actors can't promote it.
No.
But the dogs. Now, are the dog handlers in a union? Or would that be considered a...
I actually think they are.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't think. I mean, I got on a plane once and the target dog was flying first class, and I was not. So the dogs are doing fine.
Oh, somebody has to do a sketch where the animal actors are striking. So it's just dogs and dolphins.
Holding picket signs.
Yeah.
Now, who are the go-to I mean, if you were to go to the history of famous dogs from cinema, obviously you'd have Lassie and maybe Rin Tin.
Tintin.
Rin Tin Tin. Is that
Benji.
Who's the go-to now?
Marley and me.
That's certainly Maurice.
That goes back quite. And on television, you had the dog on Frasier.
The dog from The Artist. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing was.
But Jack Russells get a lot of airtime, don't they?
Oh, there's a dog in the Gilded Age.
Oh, really?
I know that's a real big hit. But there's a dog, Pumpkin, in that.
Huh?
Were there dogs in The Sopranos?
Yeah.
There was
some of the dancers. Some of the dancers.
One-legged dog. In any event, so congratulations to the Paw Patrol for the.
Yeah. To sum up, congratulations.
Like you're the
Everybody
mayor.
Involved and
a very bored mayor on his way out.
I was watching My Dinner with Andre with my golden retriever.
Well, what's wild is Griffith Park is also a massive coyote hunting ground. So it's like it was a Guinness Book of World Record buffet for the coyotes as well.
Holy hell!
I'd like to
think
see
about that.
How did they keep the dogs from humping one another during?
How did they?
The owners were with them.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Oh, were they just sitting there next to him?
Yeah. So it's not as cool as filling a theater with just dogs.
No, that's what it should be.
How do they keep the owners from humping?
Do have that service dogs actually have to go and train to sit in movie theaters
and
regular
plays and stuff.
And yeah.
And you and I
That's part of their
we've
training.
looked at a photo where they actually have the dogs, and it looks like the dogs are sitting watching a play.
It's hilarious.
It's very funny.
I thought this was called Raiders of the Lost Bark. This movie blows. There's no other dogs in it. But I can't think of the most famous animal right now who'd be in the picket line.
I would think, not right now, but Air Bud was super popular when I was a kid.
Bud.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just. But my guess
Beethoven. Yeah, but these are old.
they're all. I can't think of the one right now that's like the go-to animal. It might even be maybe is there one from a commercial?
The emu.
I got nothing.
Oh, the emu.
That is one of the biggest working animals right now.
Sure.
That's probably the one.
And don't forget Mrs. Emu.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you imagine?
She's a lovely woman.
Yes.
The Aflac duck. I met the Aflac duck. Yeah, he was great. He was great. There's 3 of them, depending on I don't know what time of the month. I don't know.
There's
3.
Ben. There's Casey. I forget the third one. Affleck. Joe.
I get
it. Just nothing. Like it was a sentence.
I thought you really knew the ducks too.
I totally bought that.
And the Clydesdales, you could get them out there.
I was just going to say, can you imagine Josh's idea of the animal striking and the Clydesdales are going by with these big flags on their head? Anheuser-Busch not paying enough. We just had Clydesdale news.
Yeah, we did. They're not docking their tails anymore.
They're not cutting the tails off anymore.
Yep.
To make everybody happy.
It's about time.
Okay, speaking of movies, this is a perfect tie-in. I want to say thank you, Larry. Larry was kind enough to write me.
Oh, hats off to Larry.
Dear Tom.
Yeah.
If you cruise around YouTube, there's a concert called The Sounds of 007, which I'm a big fan.
What do you think he wanted during that pause there? Cheers from us?
He wanted someone to go, "Oh, wow," or
Now,
something like
as it
that.
happens,
That means we get to hear Shirley Bassey.
If Mike Mark were in here, he was in here earlier this morning. He asked what I was playing, the music that I was playing, and I was when I'm here by myself early in the morning, I like to play beautiful music that keeps me awake and alert. I was playing John Barry, the great composer who did the great music from like Body Heat,
Somewhere in Time,
and he did all the Bond music, which is great. I mean, those early Bond movies, the music is terrific.
Mm-hmm.
But this concert, which I'm going to have to watch, called The Sounds of 007, recorded at the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, you've been there.
I've been there with Mr. Godwin. We went to see Eric Clapton there. That was the greatest ever. He said the show opens with Shirley Bassey singing.
I knew it.
Jesus.
He's the man.
You know,
she's pissed.
Shall I do another take?
No, it's fine, Shirley.
It's all right.
Got it.
I think
Man.
Ethel Merman heard that and went, all right.
You got to hit that G better.
I'm sorry. I should never sing like that. Shirley Bassey, what was that, 63 or 4? She's still around.
Oh, wow.
Nailing it. Good
It
for
sounds
you,
like
Sheila.
someone gave her the note to enunciate a little bit more, and she goes, "Oh, not enough for you," and then
She
went
really
all
overdid
the
it.
way.
You're right.
Yeah.
She sings sarcastically that whole time.
Oh, really?
Do you really have a goal?
I love that one. That's a. I mean, what isn't that one of the greatest movie songs of all time? Wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
Certainly most memorable.
Certainly
memorable. Yes.
Omnipresent, I would think. but-
Goldfinger reminds me of this note. We were talking about Confucius.
No, we weren't.
Andrew was kind enough to send this one.
Yes.
A man who goes to third base with girl on period caught red-handed.
Well,
subtle.
God.
Ladies in the room.
Thank you, Andrew. Hey, look, this is
Thank you, Pat.
this is
Not appropriate for mixed company. Is it?
Don't blame me. Confucius said it.
You know when you're like in like your backyard and your dad will say something kind of like racist and edgy, and you're like, "Oh gosh, my dad just did that."
That's your
Imagine
life.
in front of everybody. It's a national radio show.
I was reading the mail. Now, Chick McGee's at the sports desk. Chick, what else is happening?
Ticket prices for the Jets' upcoming game against the Chiefs on Sunday night are surging amid rumors that Taylor Swift's going to be in attendance. According to a place called Front Office Sports, Swift plans to attend the Sunday night game to see Travis play. According to TickPick, an online marketplace, prices have soared more than 40%. Neither Swift nor Kelsey have publicly confirmed that they are dating, but Swift has seen... she was seen watching the Chiefs game against the Bears with Kelsey's mother. According to reports to CNN, this is the most number of tickets they've sold in a single day for the Chiefs all season. StubHub said the game is this weekend's second highest selling game of the season so far, only behind the home opener when Rodgers made his debut, in quotes. Even TV ratings among the fans' demographics surged. Variety reporting that last Sunday's game highest among female demographics for the week.
Maybe she can play quarterback for the Jets.
Somebody,
because as you guys were saying earlier, I mean, the Jets signed up for what 5 primetime games, and now they're going to be a pretty bad team. So this is great news for them for ratings if Taylor Swift keeps this up. I hear that Taylor Swift's going to be showing up at Megan's show tonight, Willie's show tonight,
All right.
and Godwin's show tomorrow.
Holy cow!
Is that right, Pat?
Yeah, we got a suite for her.
Taylor Swift at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids Saturday night, Pat?
Yep.
With you and Oskay? Is she dating Oskay?
I think so. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
rumor.
what I think. Okay.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Of course not.
He's more her type than Travis Kelsey, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of interesting. But, I mean,
okay.
Why would you buy an overpriced ticket for a game and you're not sitting next to Taylor?
The Taylor Swift thing, as the father of 2 Swifties, I heard someone use the word verbiage as follows: Taylor Swift has a connection to her audience, much like Michael Jackson, the Beatles, or Elvis. It is an absolute phenomenon.
I have no doubt of that. But why would you buy a ticket to a game, $500 or whatever?
Ace, people were paying
Tom, don't argue with
$20,000 for tickets to see Taylor
Tom,
Swift
you
in
can't
LA.
argue. Just
But
agree
you're not
and get out of
seeing
her.
her.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. This is
You're in the
breathing
same
the same
place that
air.
she's there.
You're
Oh my
breathing the air.
gosh.
This is Beatlemania. There were people there were 5,000 people in the parking lots like at a Dead show.
Yeah, you could hear her.
This is all social media. I was at the same. Look at this picture
Yep.
of me at the same place that person was at. That's what I guarantee. 70% of the people going to the Taylor Swift concerts are only there for the Instagram picture.
Yeah, and they'll have like it'll be like the "Welcome to New York" or "I'll never take Cornelia Street again." It'll be like a Taylor Swift song
The
about New York
tie-in.
City as a caption for sure.
And what did you? I think you developed. Was it the Taylor Swift phenomenon? Were you the one that went to the show and you said people came?
I went to a concert and it was not a Taylor Swift show, but they were there for. I saw multiple people do this. They were there for the first song, took a selfie in front of the stage, and the band was playing at the time, and then they bailed. They just left. Their seats were no longer occupied for the rest of the show.
And they bought front row?
These were primarily boxes, so I think the tickets may have been given to them.
But still, the notion is instead of actually
seeing, they were not there to see the show.
Like be in traffic.
They were
Stay
there
for the show.
They were there to get the picture.
They just want to tell everybody, look where I was.
Oh, I didn't go to Beyonce or Taylor Swift, and I was like, am I alive? Like, am I a person?
I'm with you, Megan. I missed both those shows. Darn.
I'm pretty sure you can't vote next year if you didn't go to one of those shows.
Oh, no, they want me to vote a lot.
Yeah. Now, on a sport note with the Jets, what's happening? Are they going to? Do we know?
Zach Wilson's still the starting quarterback. Robert Saleh is still on that. Head coach of the Jets is still on the party line, if you will. That he's our quarterback and everybody's behind him. And
Chick, have you watched them?
The Jets play?
Yeah.
Not really.
Have you seen clips, or do you feel like they are bad?
Yeah, Zach is terrified. I believe with Dan Orlovsky. He plays. Used to play with the Lions, and he works for ESPN. Zach is playing terrified.
Oh,
he is absolutely. He's broken. He's a broken quarterback. And he needs to find some way to go out there and just go ahead and play.
Have sex with another mom.
Might be. That might help him.
Megan Gailey.
That'll get his.
Yeah, Megan, you're a big NFL fan, aren't you?
I am huge. Yeah, I watched the whole season of Hard Knocks. That really showcased Rodgers because it followed the Jets this year. And Zach Wilson, honestly, he seemed really confident and calm there, but I think it's because he didn't think he was going to have to play.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I think the Jets are doing that thing that like sometimes we do where it's like, no, this is still my boyfriend, and you're just like quietly looking. You know, you're like, is Gardner Minshew available? Like, no, they're searching.
Don't you take my Gardner Minshew?
We'll be brokenhearted.
There are Carson Wentz rumors, by the way.
There are Carson Wentz rumors.
And Kirk Cousins rumors.
There's Matt Ryan rumors.
RG3 rumors.
God.
Yeah, if you want to, you heard that. Yes.
Fleetwood Mac's rumors. Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
That is very popular rumors.
Oh, really? Coming up, what's this big song you guys are cooking up? I keep seeing Dean going in there.
Tommy.
All right. Okay. How soon are we going to get to it?
Talk to Dean. He's in charge of the timing of it.
Okay.
I kind of laughed in the hallway. I looked in the window. You guys were so serious.
Yeah, we're very serious. This is going to be fun.
Very focused.
Okay, we'll see. We
They are
certainly look forward to that.
musicians.
That's a B flat, not an A.
But now, coming up, we have what in sports?
Another world record about baseball. How long can you play baseball? Well, they're trying to set a record. And we're talking about Chad Johnson again. And he was a stripper, and his nickname was Twix Bar. Remember that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was Chad Johnson announced
Ocho Cinco.
He had been a male stripper, and his nickname was Twix Bar, and because of quote things were veiny.
Oh, great.
Yeah, really. I'm not making that up.
Chad's
an interesting guy. I'm a big fan.
All right.
He's quite frugal. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yes.
Real cheap.
Famously frugal, which is nice.
You and Chad have a lot to talk about, Ace.
Yeah. Right.
Your veins, your
My
coupons.
favorite frugal couple is really they're really, really despondent this week because Netflix has just sent out their last DVDs. And I actually have friends who are still getting DVDs in the mail.
But you get to keep them.
Yeah. That's true. You don't have to send them back.
If you're Netflix, are they going to be selling all those DVDs online?
Who knows?
I say buy them because pretty soon the way things are working in our culture,
You won't be able to see some movies if you don't have them.
A lot of movies are going to be canceled.
Good point.
Sorry. No Blazing Saddles.
That's never Blazing. You're just wrong. Blazing Saddles is on the right side of history. It's nuanced satire. People understand that.
Well, when they pull it, we'll see. They'll be burning books. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
A big song coming up from
I
there.
hope so.
There's Willie Griswold.
What's up, man?
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
Thank you very much. We're joined by comedian Megan Gailey. Recently became a mom about, a year and a half ago?
Year and a half, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you have a boy.
A boy for now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
whatever.
You never know.
It's okay.
Yep.
Everything's fluid in this life. Now, speaking of fluids, watch this.
He's terrified of Megan. You scared him so much. The man has no idea what to do.
No, I'm perfectly fine. Speaking of fluids, we have our guest yesterday, Drew Storin, sold out all that booze. Their special brew, if you will, their bourbon, their distilled essence has been sold out. So thanks to Drew and his Field of Dreams bourbon. We now return to Chick McGee at the sports desk.
That was something else. Former NFL star Chad Ochocinco Johnson says he used to save money by living in the Bengals stadium. This is, we've had this story, a couple years ago, I think, and this has evidently been verified. He actually did do this. Johnson played 11 years in the NFL, told Shannon Sharp on Shannon's podcast, you got to remember, I stayed at the stadium the first 2 years because I didn't want to spend any money. Why are you telling me to go rent a house, go buy a house, go rent a condo when everything I need is right here at the facility? Showers, cafeteria, TV, couch, gaming system.
I like it.
Yeah, I do
I have
too.
a question, though. Is this like a Phantom of the Opera thing?
They didn't know?
Did they know
I can't
he's living
imagine
there?
they wouldn't not know. I was so locked in, it wasn't about having my own space. He was fine where he was. Johnson said his approach helped him get into a rhythm and grounded him, so he was never tempted to splurge on expensive clothes or fast cars. He
Wise
said,
man.
There's nothing I can buy that's bigger than my name alone. Everybody's caught up on image and looking a certain way, being rich. It's pointless.
Hey, by the way, the woman running around the locker room coach, it's okay, she's with me. I'm going to get some pancakes.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be kind of a cool Phantom of the Opera movie. Secretly living at a stadium?
Well, they had Baker Mayfield living at the stadium in those commercials.
Right.
So it's like they should have just capitalized on that.
I mean, there was a guy living at my gym.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is this...
I think you ratted him out, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Was
can
this
say my
really
name.
happening, or you thought this?
You saw the guy, right, Pat?
I did, yeah.
Oh, but
Oh, my parents go to that gym. Was it my dad?
You know, your parents do go to that gym.
Pat would verify if you said that your gym had an elephant. I've seen that elephant.
Yeah,
I know,
you're right.
I know. I have. I really have.
Well, you can undercut my true story if you want, but it happened. The guy was living at the gym.
How long? How long did he live there?
He was there several weeks.
Several weeks.
At least.
Wow.
Because it finally occurred to me.
Where was he sleeping? That would be the big thing.
I don't know.
Massage table, maybe?
Couches.
At the time, that gym used to be open 24 hours.
Oh, it's not anymore?
It's not anymore.
Oh.
But this guy was literally
How
living.
would you get in? A key or?
No, they had
everything
the
unlocked?
door was open.
Unlocked all the time?
They have a person at the door.
Yeah.
Was there an unattended room where he could, even if there was a massage table, he'd have to have
I
some
don't know
privacy?
how he did it, but he did it.
Like a yoga
I was in the
room?
locker room one time, and a pizza guy came in.
No.
Yes. Ask your mom or dad. I'm not making this up.
Well, I hope my mom's not in the men's locker
They
room.
delivered a pizza.
They delivered a pizza to the guy, and I remember saying to this other guy, does this guy live here? I've never been here and not seen him.
You could stack yoga mats together and make a nice soft bed, I guess.
Was he handsome? Give us the demo. Young? Old?
He looked like a rock star. What tipped me off was he was wearing blue jeans in the steam room.
Is that how he cleaned his pants?
I
His
guess.
bedroom.
Blue jeans in the steam.
As with so many of Tom's stories
I
over the
know.
years, I'd give anything to find out what really
No,
happened.
it really did.
And what he was seeing.
At the time, I
It's
knew
probably
that-
some poor repair guy.
I knew
in
the
steam
guy.
room.
I knew the guy that was the head of maintenance there.
Of course you did.
And and I said, I think this guy's living here. And he goes, yeah, I think so too. And they nailed him.
There's a woman now in the hot tub that's set up shop. She's got the phone. She's got food. She's there for hours.
What?
In the
Yeah.
hot tub for
Yep.
hours?
That's not good for her heart.
I don't
Somebody
think
needs to
so.
tell her that.
Oh, good. That way she'll be out pretty soon. She's taking up space.
There's that.
Let's move forward here. So Chad Ochocinco living at the stadium. Talk about a home game.
And this is in Cincinnati?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
back in the day.
How expensive can an apartment in Cincinnati be 15 years ago? Chad.
I think rental everywhere is going through the roof.
Yeah. It is funny, though, that he said that there can be nothing more valuable than his name, and then he changed his name to a number.
Good point, Willie.
What do you mean? The value of your name is 85, Chad.
I saw him fighting with his girlfriend when I was walking into the Super Bowl here. And I was like, oh my God, like
Like fun fighting or like?
No, not like physically fighting, because she was on Basketball Wives, Evelyn.
Nice.
Yeah. These are celebs. These are celebs.
Wow. Now, have we concluded our sports meeting?
Stupid. No, sir. A group of baseball fans have broken the Guinness World Record for the longest marathon playing baseball. 60 players from in and around Kansas City joined together for the Endless Game, they call it, which lasted 100 hours and 1 minute.
Oof.
The marathon game at Missouri's Mackin Park beat the previous record of 83 hours, 13 minutes. Participants were split into two teams, Team Courage and Team Strength. Oh, this sounds like a really heartwarming kind of thing.
Charity thing, yeah.
But it's not the most heartwarming story of the morning.
We're not done yet.
I know, but
This
I was
one.
just warning you. We got a really heartwarming story coming up. That's all I'm saying.
A heartwarming off. That lady in the hot tub.
She's got about heartwarming, yeah.
It was raised more than $32,000 for charities. You fill them in on the rest
Watch
of it.
this.
I'm done.
Who won?
Don't know.
It's a sweet story.
I'm waiting for the heartwarming story coming up.
Yeah, Chick was in the
We
middle.
don't even know who won the game.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
I think we're all winners, aren't we?
We sure are.
What's your
Especially when it comes to-
heartwarming story?
well, they could have made this baseball game go quicker if they had a pitch clock. And this thing went on forever. But they were raising money for charity. It's a good thing. You have the heartwarming story. It's about the lemonade stand.
I love when they say raising money for charity.
Team courage.
Give me
beat
the charity.
Team strength, 468 to 307. And here, if it tells you about anybody who put this story together, big baseball fan Tom.
Yeah.
468 points to 307 points.
Points, yeah. Okay.
They had a special system. They weren't using runs. That's from the
Now
Guinness.
let's get to your heartwarming story.
That's from the Guinness World Record people. They're Brits, you know.
Well,
Christy has it. This is a sweet story.
A group of children in Orlando, Florida, organized a lemonade stand to raise money for a neighborhood dog's veterinary bills. In an interview with USA Today, Marisol Serrano said her beloved dog Stevie was hit by a motorcycle earlier this month.
Oh.
Stevie, who suffered a gash to her side and a punctured lung, was rushed to an animal hospital where vets said she would survive after having a small part of her lung removed. The treatment resulted in a $13,000 bill.
Yikes!
Yeah, but that vet has a nice new boat.
Yeah, a group of children in
It's called Good
Serrano's.
Boy. I'm going to go out on the Good Boy this weekend.
A group of children in Serrano's neighborhood rallied together, sold lemonade, cookies, brownies, and water to raise $400 for Stevie's recovery.
Well, that barely makes it
Yeah, I know, right?
Let her keep reading.
let me take this. Thanks for nothing, kids.
Serrano has also set up a GoFundMe page and since raised over $7,000.
That's very sweet.
It's a golden retriever, chick. It's a beautiful dog.
He's a big sweetie.
A good doggy. And the guy the motorcyclist ran off.
Oh, really?
Is he going to be okay? Do we know that?
Yeah.
The dog. Yeah.
They're about $6,000 short, chick.
The motorcyclist? A cat.
I think the kids are going to come back Friday night doing Mike's Hard Lemonade Stand.
Now you got it.
Raise some serious money.
Every one of these kids, free year of college, I say. They've earned something, right?
Are you paying?
No, and I'm also against the taxpayers paying. Figure it out.
You know what, Josh? It's in Orlando, so they can go there for free to college in Florida. So
You can?
Yeah, if you're a state resident and go to a state school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's certain books you can't read. It's Florida.
Oh, get over it.
Oh, sorry, John.
Have you read The Color Purple? The P word is said 3 times in page 1. They don't want second graders reading that. That's the only issue there.
It's my favorite book of all time.
It's the P word, huh?
Yeah.
Purple.
It's a wonderful book. But
Yeah, you can't say purple?
Can't say purple?
Okay, now, on a lighter note, the dog Stevie is named after Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, yeah.
What a tribute. What a nice tribute. Hey,
Well,
Stevie.
Stevie does kind of look like a golden retriever.
They got the same hair.
I always thought you looked like a corgi pup, but
Yeah.
The dog was actually run over by that skateboarder drinking the Snapple.
it's a beautiful dog. Okay, we're going to hang out with
That
Megan
is
Gailey.
as
We've
fresh
got
as today's headline.
What is it, 2 years, 3 years?
coming
Wasn't
up.
it? Well, never mind.
Good reference. I appreciated it, Josh. Coming up, the secret song with Dean and Pat. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Business taxes.
was stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service.
An hour.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the performance room cooking something special up. There's Willie Griswold live in studio.
What's up, dude?
Our special guest, Megan Gailey, is here.
Hi.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. There's Ace.
Hey.
Chick had to step away, and there is Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're going to be giving Megan her comedy lesson in a matter of moments. She's probably has no idea what's happening, but
There'll be a quiz later.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, you.
I'm a teacher's pet.
Very good. A couple quick items here. Willie, tonight, Don't Tell Cincinnati is the name of the event.
Yeah.
And how do you find the tickets?
Go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio. Early show and a late show, gang. Come hang out. Going to be fun.
And then while I'm at it, Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskay tomorrow night, Cedar Rapids at the Olympic Theater. That sounds great.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. And then also we have us. We're doing a special event. We'll be doing this show live with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio and the Brass to Mouth Horns Friday, November 17th at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. We're certainly looking forward to that show. And you can come and watch us. And then that evening, oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Timing. It's all about timing,
That
Tommy.
evening. Hey, look, I told the guy to throw the ball.
Lady.
Look, I throw the ball when I say this. A special show. We've added a second show. First show sold out. It'll be available at North Star Casino Resort /entertainment for that second show.
I'm going to take my check from the second show and put it on black at the roulette table.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, 22, black 22.
Very
That's
nice.
the number.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have any big bets this weekend?
Yeah, I made money on the Lions last night. I've got Colts. I've got a bunch of weird bets. It's too boring to talk about. I'm getting real degenerate.
People love this. People love this.
I'm doing a lot of one team scoring 3 times unanswered. That's like my new favorite bet. So I'm going to hit that a few times over the weekend.
Wow, that's a weird bet.
We should do that every week. We should have the Willie, what would we call
Gambling
it?
corner.
Yeah.
You know what I've been doing a lot is betting on whether the score is going to end out odd or even. That's because then you're like praying,
Yeah.
like you're like, oh, they're already up by 20, but they should really go for a 2-point conversion
Truly
here.
just chance.
Yeah, it's not great, but I'm having a lot of. I'm up. I'm all time up. I'm finally back up, you guys.
I like Christy's idea, though, the weird bet of the week.
There you go. Willie's weird
It
bet
has
of
to
the
be.
week.
It has to be a really sort of abnormal off.
Willie's weird wager.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
I
What
knew
about
there was
this?
a name. It was
Aaron Rodgers rushing touchdown this week. Super weird. No way it's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know, but if it hits, payout.
The odds on that.
Yeah.
We did a multi-season long bet once with Jeff Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
I think it was either 5,000 or
It was
maybe
it was
10.
20,000, 10, 20,
whatever it was.
something like that.
It was
It was $20,000 to a charity.
That he would not score a touchdown ever.
I was going to ask, was it for him to become coach? Because that was a long shot.
But he did it. So the money went to
Yeah,
charity.
he sure did.
He scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
He
a
did.
rushing touchdown.
AFC Championship
From center.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's see now.
Might have been 10,000 now.
Who's where? Okay, we're going to be getting organized
I-
for a special treat.
yeah.
Coming up in a few minutes. In the meantime, we have completed our semi-sportscast, and we have Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
I know you love these studies, Tom. There's a new one out there that tackled the question, at what age are we our happiest?
Interesting.
Do you have a guess?
Happiest?
I would say 4,
Yeah, I'm thinking 5.
3, 4.
I peaked in high school, so 16 for sure.
Well, a team of scientists evaluated trends in nearly 500,000 people. So
You know what,
quite
Christy?
a sizable study.
I don't think I've had my happiest year yet. I think it's still ahead of me.
That's a nice way to
I
look
mean that
at
in a
it.
nice way.
Wow, you know the word delusion?
Oh, that's what you're laughing at? Just how wrong I am?
Look at the world, buddy. Burn it down. Are you kidding me?
They found that life satisfaction decreased between the ages of 9 and 16.
Yeah.
Then increased slightly until the age of 70.
That's because you get your driver's license. No, I'm serious.
I mean, that freedom is something.
I think that's.
But so many kids don't get their driver's license.
Yeah, no one wants
That's
it
why
now.
they're such
Weird.
miserable pricks.
Yeah. Anyway, then it decreased again until the age of 96. What, then you're happy again at 96?
Oh, then you're dead.
What's the phrase? The relief that death will bring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Researchers attributed the initial decline to well-being to changes caused by puberty. In the very late adulthood, well-being tends to worsen as physical performance decreases.
There you go.
Your health often deteriorates and social contacts diminish, not least because their peers, of course, pass away. So, this is not a happy story
all my
at
friends
all.
and brothers and sisters.
Heartwarming story of the day.
Yeah,
Dude,
this isn't
hanging out with my grandma, it's so funny. She'll just be like, "Oh, Dan died yesterday. He died yesterday, so now we can't play board games tomorrow." And so if you want to come over tomorrow at 10, it's open.
But she's on to the next.
She is.
Dan is out. Dawn is up.
I want to. My mom, who lived to be 96 years old, and she loved the facility where she was the last decade of her life.
And she lived to 98. She just wanted 2 years of peace.
I told Tom.
Yes.
I told Tom.
But
Tell him I'm dead.
One of the things that they had that really troubled me, everyone had their name on their room.
Yes,
and
they do that.
I'm not making this up.
Like a freshman dorm?
Yes.
But they were, you know, those things like that thing Chick has. It's the thing you have in your desk with what is it, embossed or engraved, whatever the word is.
Where you can slide it out.
Yes, I swear to God, it was a slider thing.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nameplate.
A nameplate, yeah, but it slides in and out. And the problem was, I remember getting there one day to go see her, and across the door right across from her, the slider was gone, and I knew.
Oh, there goes Bessie.
I knew Edmund was pushing daisies.
Yeah.
I used to work at a retirement community, and on weekends, like if I was going to be gone on Monday or something, they go say bye to everyone you really like.
Yeah.
And sometimes I remember when I first started working there, honestly, it was like the hottest I've ever felt. But when I first started working there, I walked in like my first week. I go, "Oh my God, these are beautiful flowers!" And they were like, "Yeah, someone died." I was like, "Anniversary, birthday."
So the essence of this story is then that what was it again? You're happiest till you're 9.
Yeah, you're happy till you're 9. Then between 9 and 16, it decreases the happiness.
I have another theory on this.
Yeah.
Homework.
Okay, sure.
I mean, seriously, and all of a sudden you start reading about World War II and all the horrors of the world and global warming. When you're a little kid, you don't care.
While you're getting armpit hair, you're like, "This is too much."
Oh, yeah. But then it increased slightly until the age of 70. So I guess you're happy until you're 70, and then it goes back down.
To 70, you're
living your life.
Yeah.
But it's peaking again at 70.
That's when it starts declining again until.
But it can't decline till it peaks, you see.
So right, she said it peaks from 17 to 90.
16 to 70 is a big range.
16 to 70 is a big. You're right. For some, it peaks at 49.
Yeah.
They half-assed the study.
You know when you're happy?
This is ridiculous.
A majority of your life is when you're happiest, actually.
Okay, well, in honor of that, we have a song from Haywood Banks. It's a very short song, but this is one of my favorites. Listen carefully because there is a life lesson here. The song is called Dead Guys.
I am older than a lot of famous dead guys. A lot of famous dead guys didn't live as long as me. Oh, sure, they accomplished more in a lot less time. But they are dead, and what good does that do you? La 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 la. La 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 la. Now if I become real famous and they know me around the world, when I croak everyone can say, sure didn't do as much as some other dead guy. Body had more time to do it in. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey, Ernest Haywood, a classic.
Thank you.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite cartoon ever is a guy shown from the back holding up a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's old.
Right.
It was in the New Yorker. And he's looking at the obituaries. And the headlines are 20 years older than you, 4 years older than you, 20 years younger than you.
Oh, is that how...
Exactly your age.
Yeah.
Is that how one starts to look at obituaries?
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think it's my mom looks to like see my friends.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah,
So then
my
she
mom
can call
will
and tell me.
Yes. Or she'll go, hey, did you know so-and-so in school?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
No.
well, they're that. I'm like, dang.
Oh, she'll go, you know so-and-so and
Yes.
so-and-so. And I go, no. And she goes, tragic car accident. I'm like, I don't know that. I don't know that.
What section of the newspaper are the obituaries in?
Obituary.
The obituary section.
It's its own.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
labeled.
lifestyle.
Have you not seen an obituary?
It's also
When I was a kid, my grandma would look at them, but I didn't know.
It's also extremely popular, and a lot of them have for older ones, they have a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm not kidding.
No.
If you want to go to
Right.
a certain city in their famous paper and you want to look at their obituaries over time,
I see.
There's a paywall to get into the obituaries. It's a serious business, and they also make a real big deal now out of who wrote the obituary.
The Sunday paper we got as a family did not have a separate obituary.
I think they were taking it out for your small little brain.
I don't
It was
think so.
like
They
your
did.
like child brain.
No, I knew what you meant.
No,
You were right the first time.
The implication that you're an
Stupid
idiot.
little brain.
It wasn't a whole section. It would be part of
yeah.
the state and local section.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in there, yeah.
Gotcha.
The pages would be.
They're not
Right
gonna-
next to the funny pages.
in between arts and sciences and sports. They just shove it right in there.
Hey, look, the Lockhorns.
So you never look and go, hey, that guy was my age.
No.
No, me either.
Yeah, not me neither.
That's why I've missed a lot of funerals. Sorry.
Right now, I want to remind everybody that Josh is a homeowner, and you can't die with a bake all that money. But you're fixing up your place, right?
That's exactly right. Angie, thanks to Angie, I'm getting all my things done professionally, and they're actually getting finished, which is nice instead of me just trying to do it myself. Angie's made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals. So all you have to do, go on that wonderful Angie app or check out their website. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. They've combined it with those new tools to simplify the whole process. Go ahead, answer a few questions on the site or the app. Angie can handle the rest from start to finish, or help you compare quotes from multiple pros like I did when I needed some chimney work done and some fireplace stuff done. I went on there. They gave me the best price with the best people and the best timeline. I connected with them instantly and got that taken care of. You can take care of just about any home project in only a few taps, because when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. Whether it's everyday maintenance or a dream project, Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, the secret song. I don't know what it's all about that Dean and Mr. Godwin are cooking up. We're also hanging out with comedian Megan Gailey. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More rewards, more savings. With American Express Business Gold, earn up to $395 back in annual statement credits on eligible purchases at select shipping, food delivery, and retail subscription merchants. Enjoy the benefits of membership with the Amex Business Gold Card. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
BTW FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Josh.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. There's Tom. Tom, look at our special guest.
I can't help but look at her. She's right over there. That's Megan Gailey, comedian, now a resident of Los Angeles, California, and mother of one. Very handsome young man.
Thank you.
And speaking of handsome, as you look around this room, I see you see Ace over there, but we're about to up the what is it? Up the ante?
That's good.
On the handsome factor. On the big screen, we have our own Jeff Oskay.
Tens across the board, handsome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Jeff. How's everyone today?
Good. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Josh.
When is it his birthday?
Today. I'm 50 today.
We didn't get you a
If my
cake
name
or
was
nothing.
Josh, we would have an aerial skywriter over the building. But that's okay.
It's good to be.
What's your
good to be
favorite?
me.
Wait a minute, hang on.
I
What's
feel
your favorite kind of cake?
Yes.
Just tell me.
Carrot.
Oh.
Carrot cake?
No, carrot cake.
See, I'm wrong. I knew I was going to be wrong.
Stinks,
no matter
dude.
what.
No, carrot cake's delicious.
It is delicious.
Hey, I want to get a cake. You know what's going to start with? A damn vegetable. Get out of here.
So what kind of frosting do you want?
Yeah, the cream cheese.
Cream cheese comes on carrot cake.
I don't know. I'm okay. I'll get it.
Do you like your cake really late?
Actually, I'm 50. I don't care anymore. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I gave up a while ago.
You know what his favorite cake is, Tom? Give him the $12.
Yeah, I would love that.
Well, see, it depends. If I have Amy make him a cake, it ain't just $12. Those are serious cakes.
Okay, well, give me the 100.
Keep going.
Okay, I'll take the 300.
Oh, my
It
goodness.
depends how much fondant you want on your
No,
cake.
you don't want fondant on carrot cake.
All right.
now,
I'm Jeff Oskay. Megan, you don't know this, but we give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news. So I come on every Friday to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
This past Wednesday was National Sons Day. What you failed to mention, or according to my dad, it's the National Day of Disappointment. We learned what different sleeping positions meant when it comes to couples sleeping at night. What you failed to mention, couch position means you came home drunk again. 1,000 condoms showed up on the doorsteps of an elderly couple who claimed they did not purchase the condoms. What you failed to mention, not sure where the condoms were headed, 100-1 odds, not an NBA player's home. A man found an ancient gold necklace while at work the other day. What you failed to mention, that's a pretty good find. The most common thing people find at work, rising health insurance premiums.
It's very, very common.
This week we learned about rucking, carrying a backpack with weight on a hike. What you failed to mention is all fun and games till you ruck your back up, have to go on rucking disability, try not to get hooked on rucking opioids. You go on one rucking hike, you end up rucking up your whole life. That's why I keep my rucking ass on the rucking couch.
Filthy. I didn't care for it.
Maybe you'll care for this one. We learned bystanders were less likely to give CPR to a woman in need. What you failed to mention, hashtag me too. An onion set the Guinness World Record for the world's largest onion. What you failed to mention. So for those keeping track of world records at home, the score is Onion 1, Oskay 0. An onion is more successful than me. That'll bring a tear to your eye. The very first Bob Ross painting just sold for $10 million, what you failed to mention. And over here in this corner, we're just going to get a little burnt sienna on our brush and put in a very happy, happy gallery owner counting all his money. It's really the reason I got into painting in the first place. Some people found a kitten living in their engine. What you failed to mention, they were tipped off when the engine had a little too much purr to it. Kitty cats. Someone opened a Friends coffee house based from the show Friends. What you failed to mention, that's great. It'll give the cast of The Commish someplace to go to work.
They're not doing much these days.
No, they did not make it up against the Friends. We learned that apparently there are such things as therapy llamas. What you failed to mention, or you can just get the tiny stuff version, the Dalai Lamas.
Golly.
Huh?
Trying to sell it.
Tiny
With a
stuffed animals. And finally, speaking of birthdays, a man masturbating in a public hot tub while screaming out, "It's my birthday," was arrested this past week. Well, you failed to mention, I wouldn't tell anyone in jail it's your birthday. They may force you to blow candles out. Candles as some dude in there on arson charges.
What you failed to mention. Jeff Oskay.
Why do they call you candles? I burn stuff down. Thank you very much, Jeff. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll get him a carrot cake.
I feel bad.
No idea. Some people warned me about these things. Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News desk. Before we get to that, a couple quick things. Kostaki Economopoulos tonight at the Talent Club, Talent, Oregon. Saturday. Am I getting this right? He's at the Wind River Resort in Redding, California. And then I think he's got one more gig. I'll have to dig it up. Here it is. He is at Chico on Sunday night at the Chico Theater Company.
Oh, cool.
Willie G is where are you tonight again? Was it?
Don't Tell Cincinnati. Go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio. And then Brown County, Indiana tomorrow at the Story Inn. And Indianapolis Sunday at Let's Fest. Come hang out, y'all.
And then Patty G, you and Mr. Oskay.
The Saturday Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids. That'll be a great show. And we'll give you some details about our big upcoming show in Wisconsin. I'll give you those details down the road. I do want to remind everybody that we had a winner in our pigskin pick'em. She is Alex Virgil. She picked 15 of 16 games last week. The only one out of thousands of people who got that many. And she won herself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. You can too. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Each week a new winner. We are one game into week 4 right now. So theoretically, you could still get in on the action, I think. Right now, we go to the news desk with Christy Lee. What's going on?
A couple is suing Disney World after severe injury sustained from a painful wedgie on a ride at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. According to West, the lawsuit filed, that's WESTL in caps, the lawsuit filed in Orange County is focused on the park's 214-foot water slide, Humunga Kawabunga.
Come on.
It's a fun slide.
Does sound fun.
It is
Wow,
fun.
that's the best defendant name ever.
Yeah. The lawsuit states the woman's body went airborne on the slide. She was slammed down against the slide, and the impact into the standing water at the bottom caused a painful wedgie as well as immediate bleeding. Ooh.
Yikes.
The suit states the woman suffered severe and permanent bodily injury to her private area and damage to her internal organs. She and her husband are suing Disney for more than $50,000. They claim the company failed to provide riders with proper protective clothing and failed to warn them of inherent dangers.
No. I wish I were the judge here.
Well, this is a thing.
There, you do get a wedgie sometimes.
And you can really damage. I've never heard of it on a water slide, but if you're riding on like a Sea-Doo, they tell you have to wear neoprene things, otherwise you can get anal or vaginal damage.
Really?
And it says so right there on all the,
The name Humunga Kawabunga to me says butt plug. I mean, this thing is going to destroy.
It is, because Humunga Kawabunga, I was supposed to really break ground in the plus-size drag queen industry with that name, and now I have to find a new name.
Yes.
Kind of a bummer for me.
Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, they tell you have to keep your legs crossed.
Yeah, and your arms like this.
Yeah.
But she
across
flew out
your
of the
shoulder.
air. So she couldn't keep her legs crossed.
I see. Instead of $50,000, I'd give them 2 one-day passes. And
About the equivalent these days.
that's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't get her anything, but I could see how this could happen.
Oh, yeah. You take your chances. You're having fun.
Right.
They should have their own. They have a jail cell there, right?
At Disney World? Probably.
I think you're thinking of the Eagles Stadium.
Yeah, they do.
They do, absolutely.
I bet they do have a Disney jail.
I don't know about Disney, but there is a jail at Kings Island in Cincinnati.
So if Kings Island has one, you know that Disneyland. Disney
it's a
World
long
does.
story with Willie.
Yeah,
I'm making my return to Cincinnati this weekend.
Oh,
and Kings
tell the
Island,
story.
if you're worried, I will not be coming because I am not allowed to go there anymore.
I think that you've outgrown that. I think they would.
But if they had did they, like, for example, Megan, at the Eagle Stadium, do they have...
they had a judge.
That was my question. Do they have like a little mini court so they can decide what to do with you during the game?
They had a judge, too. So it was like the very quick and speedy trial.
Your judge, it is the mascot Gritty is the judge, and he's not very impartial. I'll tell you that.
So at Disney World, obviously,
Goofy.
Well, lucky you got Goofy today.
Yeah.
Minnie's Minnie will kick your ass. She's like the Judge Judy
time.
of mascots.
Yes.
She's tough. Yeah, she is tough.
Wow. You ever had a wedgie so bad that you had to?
Yes.
Me? No.
No.
Ever had a wedgie so bad you think you deserve $50,000?
No.
Well, in any event.
Wore a thong once that was real uncomfortable, but
Yeah, I remember my friend Andrew, my sister's boyfriend. He went on one. I think it was like the Das Dukas. I think it was called in Florida.
When you say my sister's boyfriend, you sound like you're 14, and you're talking. He's the quarterback. He's really cool. He lets me smoke cigarettes in his car.
Janny's a cheerleader.
Well, no, but I mean, there is not a good word in American English anyway for the.
Yes, you say my sister's dick piece.
Yeah,
I believe is what.
Have some fun with it.
In polite society.
And then, so she wouldn't be the girlfriend, smarty. What would her name be?
Well,
say it.
You can't say
You can't say it.
She's listening too.
Yeah, I remember Andrew had to have like a D. They had to get some needle nose to
A
get that
surgical wedgie removal?
thing. No, but it was serious.
Wow, yeah.
Maybe they should name the ride the Enema Ride.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Nudist barbershops are in the news. They're cropping up in Brazil. The naked format allows customers to come in wearing only their birthday suit and get their hair done by stylists, you guessed it, in the buff. According to Vice News, there are currently 4 nudist hair salons spread across the country.
I meant a little off the top of my head.
Rodney Orejo, who founded Barbearia Naturalista, said the point of the salon is to spread the practice of nudism far beyond beaches and campsites. He said, quote, I wanted to encourage men to take care of their bodies and souls by showing a form of internal beauty that few get to see.
And also, I'm very horny. The more naked people in here, the better.
I'm horny as hell, dude.
But this is guys cutting guys' hair.
Yeah.
This is not. They're gonna not get a lot of customers.
Well, and sometimes you'll get like sort of like the bulge pushing against you, and that's kind of weird and off-putting. I can't imagine getting the everything on you.
Also,
That's
no kidding.
The loose hair when you get your hair cut.
Yeah, it goes everywhere.
It's bad when it's on your neck. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
One,
Hey, how come your gluteal cleft looks like you got a rabbit in there?
one client, Pietro Casab, says he's not a nudist in his daily life, but finds the experience of getting his hair cut by Rafael Hakoma freeing. He said the atmosphere in barbershops have always been very masculine, too masculine. So this type of experience breaks away from that model in a big way.
Loose penises always make something less masculine.
Yeah, exactly. Too masculine. I've always found it super macho when the guy blows the hair off the back of my neck.
Well, you scared me there.
It's a chain of super butts. That is not going to take off.
Yeah, just talk about the game, dude. Just get a little small talk going. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Actually, Willie, you know how I have I'm very open-minded when it comes to people in relationships. It doesn't I don't care. But I don't like guys who wear fingernail polish. You know that for whatever reason that really bothers me. Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly was dating somebody 2 years ago, and Josh just couldn't handle it. He had no idea.
For whatever reason, I'd rather watch 2 dudes make out than one guy wearing fingernail polish. I will not let a guy. I won't have a guy cut my hair.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a theory for a while.
Yeah.
I prefer having a woman or a gay man cut my hair.
Yeah.
Because I want someone that's cutting my hair that thinks I look handsome. When it's like another fella, he's just going through the motions or whatever.
That's exactly part of it
Or
for
like
me, too.
some style. I mean, I won't see a male gynecologist.
No, really?
No! Absolutely not.
Even though they're smarter than female guys? For the record, Megan's laughing.
Am I?
I don't know. The naked, that's not going to work.
Well, it's working in Brazil. I never I mean, they've got four of them.
Brazil's most famous thing in all of Brazil is butts.
And the wax.
Giselle.
Yeah,
Butts,
that's right.
Wax, fascism. They got a few things going on down there.
The Brazilian wax.
Mm-hmm. No thanks.
Yeah, that of course. That's. I mean, I hate to make the connection, but I mean, obvious. There were a lot of Nazis that moved to Brazil, and I think the waxing process, was first thought of by Goebbels.
Right.
We'll
It
get
can
him.
be torturous.
We'll get him to talk. Pour wax in his pubes and yank him. I know where the bomb sites are. How do you tip a guy when you're naked? By the way, what do you do?
Oh, well, you can tip them or you can tip them.
Yeah, do you want what kind of tip do you want here? This is disgusting. Coming up, we have our big secret song. Is that correct?
I sure hope so. I'm so
looking forward to it. Right now, I want to talk about my friend Steven Singer. He's got something going on right now. He's always got something going on. You can find out what's happening at Steven Singer Jewelers any time of year, any day, anytime by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. But right now, Steven's all about love. And about the love of diamonds, real, natural, earthborn diamonds. It's also kind of about hate. Well, you find him at IHateStevenSinger.com, and I got to tell you, he hates those laboratory, lab-grown diamonds. No, thank you. He dislikes them so much, he'll give you one when you buy a real one. Details are all posted at IHateStevenSinger.com. So as production and supplies ramp up on Mad Main diamonds, their value plummets. That's why you want to get the real thing. And Steven Singer is famous for upgrading. You know that diamond that you bought from him last year? You want to get a bigger one? Go ahead. He'll give you dollar for dollar what you paid for that thing. He's also famous for his great shipping. It goes out the same day you order. So find out about that free lab-grown diamond with the purchase of a real diamond from Steven Singer. Real, natural, earthborn diamonds. You'll find him, of course, at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, I believe we have our a little lesson for Ms. Gailey and a special song from Patty G and Dean. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, my gosh, over
Hey,
there
Josh.
at the news desk. There's
That's
Pat
right.
Godwin.
Hey, Josh.
And I believe you have a special accompanying musician with you.
Yeah, I got Dean.
Find out about that in a second. There's Willie Griswold.
What's up, dude?
Ace Cosby across the way.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold. Tom Griswold, my goodness, we have a wonderful guest in the studio with us.
Isn't she pretty?
Well,
Look how
and
nice
funny.
she is. And she's so funny.
Yes.
And she's a mom, and she used to be my neighbor.
Just because there's a woman around doesn't mean you have to say pretty.
But I've known him since I was a child.
Makes it even creepier.
Cringe.
I was going to say how pretty Christy is, but I withdraw that future
I don't
remark.
care. I know.
I'm going to instruct Megan Gailey a little something for everybody watching and listening. You'll thank me for this. For those of you that like to add sweetener to your coffee
God.
Or your tea at,
What are you doing now?
at Starbucks,
Oh, you haven't seen this latest gadget?
I went to the hardware store and bought a nice pair of needle nose pliers
You know what those are for?
because
The cups.
the new Starbucks cups, which are great,
You can't get the lids off.
the lids won't. They're very hard to get off. Hard to get off. You know what I'm talking about.
Willie, show him how to do it.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm
Ready?
on SSRIs.
1, 2, 3.
See?
I got it.
Okay. Now, with a pair of needle nose, it's just a matter of there we go, ta-da! So now I can add my equal, which is the American sweetener,
Which we hear every day.
We hear it every,
Equal rights, and,
again and again and
for
again.
some reason, most places have stopped carrying equal.
Equal slowly becoming equity, if you know.
So sorry.
I don't care for it.
We were talking about obituaries earlier in the news, sadly. And I got this text. Growing up, my dad's friend used to look for a job by looking through the obituaries.
Oh.
They are kind of like one ads in a way.
He'd go, well, looks like they're hiring over at the plant.
Someone needs a comptroller.
Amazing.
Man, that's kind of rough.
I think they used to also, people would rob houses. They would look
Yeah.
at when the funerals were going to be.
Yeah.
And then Irish people, we would have someone like sit in the house. One person had to stay back.
Are you serious?
Yes, they could get drunk alone and watch the goods.
No one touches the china.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing for weddings.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, very, very good. But, kind of sad for somebody. But not.
Is it like
not
an
for-
honor to be the guy that gets to stay back and guard everything?
I think it's like whoever they liked the least.
Yeah, we don't want to make
Like, nobody needs you
Who's
there.
most likely to knock over the casket? Uncle Seamus, you're staying.
Lock the liquor cabinet.
Seamus.
That's why I got the name Seamus. He shamed all of us.
Yeah, he barfed into Uncle Chuck's casket. That was a mess to clean up.
Hey!
Get the wet vac.
Has that ever happened, do you think? That'd be...
I bet it has.
Oh, that's so gross.
It really is unfortunate.
What, puking at a funeral?
Puke
Into
in
the
the casket?
I bet it's happened.
I bet it has happened.
Hey, let's change the subject, shall we?
No, but I can't because I've got a... What was I supposed to be plugging here? I know. We have our things.
Yeah, scientists at The Ohio State University, if you missed it, believe they've discovered a remedy for garlic breath. This new study reveals that plain whole milk yogurt reduced 99% of the major odor-producing garlic compounds, which are responsible for the pungent scent. Researchers hope to follow up their lab study with human breath tests. It seems to me like that would be pretty easy to do, but the senior study author, Cheryl Beringer, professor of food science and technology at The Ohio State University, predicts Greek yogurt with a higher protein profile than the whole milk plain yogurt may be particularly effective at getting rid of garlic breath as well.
Whose breath were they sampling if they weren't doing
I
humans?
guess mice must really like garlic. I don't know.
Monkey breath?
I don't know.
What a weird thing. Well, we can find out more down the road, but I understand, is that Pat in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You ready, fellas?
I didn't know if
Ladies?
it was Mick Jaguar.
Yes.
Your breath's so bad. It's all the garlic bread you had. Wow, you ate 2 loaves. Smells like you're chewing on garlic cloves. Your stinky breath is killing me. It's worse than if you gargled pee. Know how much I can endure. They say that there's a yogurt cure. The your play didn't work. You still reek, it's been a week. Don't mean to be a jerk. In my nostrils is a burning sensation. And it's useless, this milk bacteria fermentation. Don't have time for subtle hints, but you need to chew this case of mince. No more Italian food for you, unless it's just tiramisu. Tom's a lunatic behind the glass.
Thank you very much. A lovely tribute to Pink Floyd.
Oh, it is.
Patty G.
Stink Floyd.
Stink Floyd. Oh, I like that very much. That's a great name for it. Now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. What do you got over there?
A California man has pleaded guilty to arranging hundreds of sham marriages in an effort to circumvent immigration laws. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Marcelito Benitez operated a large-scale marriage fraud agency in which he arranged marriages between foreign nationals and American citizens. After matching the couples, the agency would also stage fake weddings. The 49-year-old Philippine national living in Los Angeles allegedly charged fees between $20,000 to $35,000 to submit false paperwork substantiating these sham marriages. Prosecutor says Benitez engaged 600 clients over several years. What happened to these people? Do they have to... They ship them back?
What? These folks stay.
Yeah.
They paid. They went through all this trouble.
They got a fake wedding?
Yeah. I'm against the people that just, wade across a river. When these people are actually doing the work.
So you just like a fee?
I just want a little effort to come in. That's all.
You want a little song and dance.
Yes, yeah.
I used to always say, like, when you see those things from Cuba, those flotillas,
right?
And there'd always be one like made out of a 1952 Dodge. Hey, bring them in.
Yeah.
These people are working. Was there a sitcom?
There was a movie with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock about this.
2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That would have been the proposal.
The proposal.
Oh, is
yeah,
that
but
the-
she wasn't.
Is that the one where they're in Canada and it's
Yeah.
that is as boring
With Betty White. Betty White's in
It's
it.
also 90 Day Fiance,
That's
where it's
dreadful
like you
movie.
see those people and you go, I don't think they're a
Favorite
match.
TV show.
That's your
yeah.
favorite?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah.
Ace, we got to get you a 90-day fiance, man.
Oh, yes.
There are plenty of girls in this country.
My mother-in-law, who is from the Philippines, it's also her favorite show. And I'm like, why is she watching that? She's like, I got out. I don't know what it is.
It's so funny.
It's really funny.
But was there a sitcom though where it was an arranged marriage and they end up living together and loving each other?
Oh, Will and Grace. Karen on... Or no, Jack on Will and Grace got married to Karen's maid.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
I never
There we
watched
go.
Will and Grace, so I didn't.
So in any
know that
event,
one.
these people, they're not really married then.
No, they're sham marriages. They're not really married.
But they have all the photos and everything.
Yeah. Do they know that? What I wanted to know is, do they know it's a sham? Did they? You know what I mean? Are they?
Oh, of course they do. If they're
Yeah.
But I mean, are they living? They don't even live together. They just.
Well, I don't know. Did they think they were getting really married so they could stay in the country, and then they really weren't, or did they know ahead of time that this guy was not on the up and up? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But for $25,000, I mean, do they get like a reception with an open bar?
I hope so.
Gifts, the whole thing. Okay, well, good luck to you. We have a lot more coming up. Don't go anywhere. That would include we're hanging out with Megan Gailey, and we're going to be visiting once again with Hari Kondabolu. We'll see if I got that right. We talked with Hari before. He's very funny, and he's going to be joining us soon. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Reinbold BMW.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Like, golly, I am here, aren't I?
Pat Godwin in the performance room just killed it with a Pink Floyd cover, if you will.
It's hard to pull off that Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, but
Yeah.
you did it, man. You did it. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom Griswold.
Somewhat. It is difficult because you're taking a song and you're talking about garlic breath.
Yeah.
And it's not really a topic that's covered much in the world.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of songs about that.
Yeah, no. But it was very nice. Dean, excellent guitar work. Thank you very much. Christy Lee is apparently doing some calculating over there.
I got a lot going on in my life, Tommy. A lot going on.
What's that like?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we all do. We're all having fun right now.
Uh-huh.
What have you got over there you want to talk about?
Well, let's talk about Panera, shall we, the restaurant?
Why not?
They're capitalizing on TikTok's viral Roman Empire trend.
Okay, stop right there because I saw this and I went, what?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it
Now,
because I'm not on TikTok.
Are you the one that knew about it?
I had seen something on DBL, actually.
Daily Blast Live?
I know about it. It's girls are asking their boyfriends and their dads and men in their lives, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And more often than not, these guys are saying a couple times a week, couple times a month.
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Honestly, not a lot, but I think about World War II constantly.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things.
That's interesting.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Why would it even come up?
I never think about the Roman Empire except maybe someone has Roman numerals, and I don't.
I enjoy
accept
reading
Roman numerals.
Books about the Roman Empire. I enjoy reading that, but in fact, I'm reading a book right now called Roma. But
Et tu, Christe?
Yeah, I was just shocked to hear about this trend. It involves women, as they said, asking men in their lives how often they think about the Roman Empire. A surprising number claiming to think about the era daily.
What?
So Panera jumping on the bandwagon with an online-only Roman Empire menu, which features the tagline, "Here is a selection of products you just can't stop thinking about." The menu, and boy, this is good. They have amazing broccoli cheddar soup, Caesar salad, Southwest Caesar salad with chicken, and the Chipotle chicken avocado melt.
They're all great. I will
all of them
grant
are
you
great,
that.
yeah.
I love eating at Panera Bread, but I still don't get the Roman Empire.
Well, this isn't the first time a fast food chain has capitalized on social media, Tom. In July, Popeyes sold a girl dinner menu, which consisted of a variety of sides that makes a meal. Apparently, the girl dinner was, I guess, a lot of I've done this. Instead of ordering an entree, I'll go to a restaurant and order like 2 or 3 sides instead of an actual meal.
So they kind of mean it in a sweet way by calling you girls.
Yeah, girl dinner.
Not, okay.
It was like, I'm going to get a chicken Caesar salad, an order of fries, and a Diet Coke. That's girl dinner.
Right, instead of, the filet and the potato and the,
Okay.
Who had that?
Popeyes did, yeah.
The Roman. Why does anyone think about the Roman
And
Empire?
how would that start as a trend on TikTok?
This has to be it has to be some dumb internet thing.
Well,
and why didn't
yes. I just said that. That's what TikTok is. Social media trend.
I mean, I applaud Panera, and I do love eating there, but wouldn't this be natural for, I don't know, noble Romans, Little Caesars? It would seem to me that would be the place that this would land. But hey, whatever. Some of these trends, they're so nutty.
Yeah,
First it's
funny.
Tide Pods, now this. Are you waving at me, Pat?
No, I will, though, if you'd like me to.
Okay, thanks. Good to see you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Hey, you know where you're going to be on Saturday night, Pat?
The Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Tommy, with Jeff Oskay.
Yes.
Speaking of Jeff Oskay.
We have to fix his alienator in his car first.
His alienator?
No,
You
Josh.
mean his alternator?
Oh, is that what that's called?
Josh has the alienator.
Yes.
Jeff gets the best birthday gift ever. 5 hours in the car with you.
Yeah, boy, that's
yeah. Thanks, Ace. You're a sweetheart.
Yeah, if you see him taking a short hose, and putting it from the exhaust pipe into this back seat. We have a surprise.
Oh, we do?
It is Mr. Oskay's 50th birthday. I just found that out. And coming up, we have a little surprise for him.
I wonder, should I say when he actually found out about it?
Yeah, you should tell him.
It was like Monday or Tuesday when Jess Hooker made a large announcement in this room about it.
I wasn't listening. I was busy doing
Well,
something.
you reacted to it. Oh, okay, good to know. Thank you.
Didn't I say, Jess, why don't you arrange a cake?
No.
Something like that?
He'll turn on autopilot just to make people go away. He'll pretend like he's listening. He'll pretend like he's in the room and get the person out of here. He can do what he wants to do.
In this case, it is.
A pair of front row balcony tickets to Ford's Theater from the night President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated have sold at auction.
Oh, yeah?
The tickets are stamped with the date Ford's Theater, April 14th, 1865.
Hey, the
this
show's
night
over.
only.
It closed. It's like Cats. They finally had enough performances of it.
According to RR Auction, they bear the left side imprints Ford's Theater, Friday dress circle, and are filled out in pencil with Section D, seat numbers 41 and 42. I'm not sure if they got a nice view of whatever. The tickets sold for $262,500.
Well, that's without the Ticketmaster fee at $50,000. Wow.
Why would someone want? Well,
No,
I
it's a
don't.
piece
I'm
of
not
history.
Yeah, but
You know what? Anybody know the name of the play?
An American Cousin.
Our American Cousin.
Very good. Pat, you get an assist, but yes, it's Our American Cousin.
I wonder if that's ever been produced else.
Oh, sure, I'm sure
Other
it's been.
times. No high schools are really.
You know, he
doing
was
that.
shot on the laugh line on purpose. Did you know that?
Oh, no kidding.
Uh-huh. The big laugh in the play.
Booth was familiar with the play.
Yeah, oh, very familiar. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he was an actor, wasn't he?
Right.
Before, yeah.
Did he think it would hide the sound
Yeah,
of the
the sound
shot?
of the gun. Yeah, he thought
Oh.
it'd make it easier for him.
Did
to
the
get
play
away.
keep going?
Oh boy, I don't know the answer to that.
No, because he jumped off the.
Yeah.
He jumped onto the stage.
Didn't he say
ran
something? Didn't he
out.
scream something in Latin?
Yeah.
Like
And then he-
Kiss my ass.
At two fast casual diners.
And he also he hurt his ankle, and I love the idea that he jumped off this thing. It's this big grand gesture. He's been
Yes.
planning this forever, and he just had to get up. Oh, my ankle hurts! Before he yelled the Latin line.
I thought it was all just spur of the moment because Lincoln wouldn't take his hat off. Can't see. Hey, fella.
Is this guy serious?
You know what? I'll just have to shoot the hat off. Oh, I went too low.
Did you read about him? They saw him taking curtain rods into the theater before the play.
It's a Kennedy joke there, I imagine?
Yeah.
All right, found it.
Usher J.D. Tippett. I could go on with Kennedy assassination trivia all day.
Oh, that's okay.
We have a little surprise coming up in just a few minutes. We'll get to that. Right now, I want to remind everybody, got some big shows. I mentioned Patty G and Jeff Oskay. Coming up at the Olympic Theater this Saturday evening, Willie G tonight. Once again, in the place, it's called Don't Tell Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's a comedy show called Don't Tell Cincinnati. It's actually in Covington, Kentucky. Go to my Instagram at willie.griswold, buy a ticket. It'll tell you exactly where to go, folks. And then tomorrow I'm in Brown County, Indiana, and then Sunday at Let's Fest in Indy. Come hang out.
Okay. Now, we have another big show coming up. It's all of us are going to be in Wisconsin for a special radio show Friday, November 17th at the North Star Mohegan Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. That evening, we've already sold out the first comedy show. The second one is up for grabs. I think there's some seats left. North Star Casino Resort / entertainment for that show, featuring Mr. Godwin's, Mr. Godwin's, Arnold, Oskay, and Griswold, and we'll find out. Check it out. We'll have a good time. Hope to see you there. Now, among other things, I wanted to mention how much I love my earbuds. When I walk the doggies,
yes,
I put in Raycon earbuds. Why? Because they're the best.
They fit.
I could go through all the technical stuff with you, but I'll tell you this. If you have the expensive Apple earbuds, maybe you've opened up that case one day and go, wait a minute, I lost one of them. Because that's what happens. They fall out. They unsync themselves constantly. That won't happen with Raycon earbuds. They are absolutely the best. And they've got all kinds of sound settings. I don't want to get too complicated. I just want to tell you, these are the ones you're going to love, and they stay in yours. We do get love letters about Raycon earbuds. So I would ask you to pay close attention to Christy Lee as she tells me how good Raycon earbuds are. Go ahead, Christy.
They're great. They're fabulous. I can't tell you enough. They have those really cool gel tips that come in different sizes, so they immediately fit in your ear. You don't have to worry about, as you mentioned, one of them falling out.
Oh, they've got 32 hours of battery life. And school's back in session, so, of course, they have a special back-to-school sale. Buy Raycon.com/Tom. Knock off 20%. Nice. Once again, buy Raycon.com/Tom. Oh, by the way, free shipping. Oh. You're going to love Raycon earbuds. I love mine. My dogs love it when I have them because they can talk behind my back. Buy Raycon.com/Tom to score 20% off and free shipping. We're coming right back with a very special guest. Hari is going to be our guest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Getting engaged can be stressful. Getting the right ring won't be at BlueNile.com. The jewelers at BlueNile.com have sparkle down to a science with beautiful lab-grown diamonds worthy of your most brilliant moments. Their lab-grown diamonds are independently graded and guaranteed identical to natural diamonds and ready to ship to your door. Get $50 off your purchase of $500 or more with code SPOTIFY at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com, code SPOTIFY for $50 off.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Willie Griswold across the way.
Yo.
There's Ace Cosby.
Not chick.
Nope, I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
I can't believe you didn't have time to have a comedy lesson from Ace Cosby today.
Oh, I think we have time, right? At some point.
Megan's listening in the car.
Okay, there we go. So then there is time. I will certainly look forward to that. We may or may not be doing a little hookup with somebody here. So I guess this is the perfect time then to get Ace up and running.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I'm kind of frustrated. I can't take my little doggy to the lake anymore. The ducks chase him around and
really?
That's what I get for having a purebred.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Bread, like ducks.
Like ducks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
That's my bad. I was a little slow there.
That's okay. You'll be laughing all day.
Hey, you'll be redoing that one in your head, won't you? Okay. Perhaps not. All right. Now, Christy Lee, what do you got over there?
Washington State troopers pulled over a motorist who was driving in the carpool lane with an unusual passenger by his side.
Oh, yeah?
According to State Trooper Rick Johnson, the vehicle was pulled over on State Road 167, and photos shared on social media.
Two penises. Rick Johnson, Dick Johnson. That's a shame.
Show the car's passenger seat dressed up like a person. The seat outfitted with a vest, scarf, and white Halloween mask affixed to the headrest.
Just the seat itself.
Yep, the car seat was dressed up.
I mean,
Johnson wrote it was scary, but still doesn't count, and the driver was cited for a violation of the HOV lane.
You got to hand it to him for. I mean, he's trying to get in the carpool lane. Yeah,
Right.
sure, that's illegal, but to do it with a little bit of Halloween spirit, I think is a nice idea.
Yeah.
You know, you're having a good time. Do you have
People
any
do dress up mannequins and stuff for that HOV
sure.
lane, yeah.
Do you have any Halloween stuff out?
Yes, I do. Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty much all my Halloween decorations are out.
See, I am behind the 8 ball. I got to get that done today.
No, Josh is a weirdo. He's a freak. He's a little Halloween freak, and he puts his decorations up early. Don't feel bad, Christy.
No, well, it's almost October 1, you know.
This weekend, then. Go
All
ahead,
right.
put them out.
All right.
I got the witches up at my house.
Oh, cool.
You have witches?
Oh, 6 of them. They're scary.
Don't
Don't say that.
Don't call the little girl. Yeah, thank you, Pat. Yeah, we were both
You
there.
better be careful. Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm serious.
I need to go get pumpkins and a
I need-
couple other things.
Yeah,
I
pumpkin
need
day. I
some
think
mums. I don't even have mums yet.
pumpkins tomorrow. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm working the road with my buddy Colin, who just like hates male friendships, and he just thinks if I'm being nice to him, I'm like trying to pick him up. And this weekend, I just want to take him to a pumpkin patch on the road.
Yes.
Just 2 straight men. He won't be able to handle. Don't get me cider. Do not get me cider.
We're buddies.
There's a lady around the corner from me as I was driving home yesterday. She has all those warty-looking ones. Like
I hate those.
Some people love those.
20 of them on her porch and all different.
They give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, they're gross.
But do you ever get like one of the ones with a little wart on it, and then you carve a jack-o'-lantern around it, and it's got like a perfect little beauty mark?
Now that's fun.
I think that's a good time.
These are like
No, the ones that look like diseased skin. I can't.
yeah.
I hate those.
When did that become popular?
It was a while back, but yeah, they're hideous.
And they're kind of a skin color anyway, like a pink. Ugh.
By the way, if you look around, we mentioned that it was the birthday of our own Jeff Oskay.
Uh-huh.
And we have a birthday cake for Jeff we're going to get to in just a second.
Oh, yay.
I think
We all
we're
love
trying
cake.
to do a quick hookup here. Let's see if this is working. Are we okay?
Hey.
There we go.
Hello.
Harry, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, you're going to have to, I want to make sure I get it right. I've been rehearsing. You're a very handsome man, and you've got a beautiful name, Hari Kondabolu.
Hari
Kondabolu.
Yeah.
That was close.
You were worried about the second part. You messed up the first part.
What did I say?
The first part
Harry.
you got pretty good.
I've been saying Hari all morning. I just said
And then you
Harry.
said Harry
Damn it.
twice.
What
happens? Hari. Look, I don't know. If I wrote my pronouncer out. Damn it.
Oh. Amazing.
You wrote Harry.
He
down.
wrote out Harry. It's Hari.
Yeah, he's not a wizard or a baseball announcer.
I circled Hari.
Well, it's
up
great
here.
to see you, Hari. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are all you?
Good. Doing real well.
Good. You are famous for your, among other things, your movie about the Simpsons and Apu.
Yeah, famous is one word for it. Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of pushback on that?
Oh God, they won't leave me alone. The thing came out 6 years ago, and I still get hate mail every day. I mean, a lot of it's in Spanish now, so it's like really the hate is global. I mean, when it started coming in Portuguese, I was super bummed because I've always wanted to go to Brazil. And it's like, oh, now that's out.
Wow.
The letters are all just Hank Azaria pretending to be foreigners.
Well, it's funny. Hank and I are friends now.
Yeah, he
Hank
actually really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, we it's the funniest thing that came out of this is, Hank and I are friends now, and we chat, fairly often about things we might want to work on, and like he's great. He's honestly, I think it was a big moment for both of us.
Do you do any voiceover work?
A little bit. I was did voiceover work for this Disney show called Mira Royal Detective, and then there's another show I did a character for that I can't remember right now. But yeah, I've done a little bit.
Well, here's an awkward question.
Yeah.
Did they ever say to you, like put a little spice on it, or in some kind of way to say, hey, we'd really like?
Oh, to me?
Yeah.
Oh, not to me. You kidding me? Like that, unless they want another documentary.
Can you talk like your uncle for us?
Well, there are famous stories. Margaret Cho said that she was told to be more Asian, stuff like that. I think hopefully things are getting better.
Oh, things are definitely better. I think it's a healthy mix of people learning new things, fighting ignorance, and also fear.
Yeah,
just the fear of something, destroying one's career. So
well, there
I
are
think
rabble rousers like you out there causing trouble.
Right.
You have no idea how nervous I was trying to get your name right, and I screwed up your first. Damn it!
It's okay.
Okay,
Hari. You put the work in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Hari Kondabolu.
Yeah, it's quick. You say it very quickly.
It's quick.
Yeah, it's like I've said it my whole life.
Wow. Yeah. Did you have growing up? Did you get a lot of grief going to school from your buddies or non-buddies?
I grew up in Queens, New York, so we gave all of us gave each other grief. You know what I mean? Like we were all from different places, so your parents an immigrant. Yeah, yours is too. And yours and your grandfather. It's gotta find other things to tease people about.
Hey, your family is slightly newer to this country than my family is.
Yeah, exactly. It's really the funniest thing because when I travel around the country, like people every now and then, less often now, but you would say, "Where are you from?" with the expectation being India. And they'll say that, and then I'll ask them where they're from, and they'll give me a town outside of Boston. I'm like, do you not know how to play this game? We're going through immigration history because in New York, I knew white people, but they weren't white. They're Irish and they're Greek, and they would break down the fractions or which generation came over. So it was like a reciprocal thing. But in the rest of the country, it's just like, nah, born and raised. Melrose, Mass. Grandfather here, great-grandfather. Yeah.
Now, Hari is on the road. Among other places, I know you're going to be at Fort Collins at the Comedy Fort, October 12th through the 14th. I love the names of comedy clubs. I mean, the Comedy Fort makes sense. But, a lot of them
are... a new one, too.
A lot of them are named after mental illness, which I always find hilarious. Hey, tonight it's schizos.
Right.
Are there any weirdo comedy club names in your past that you'd like to mention?
Let me think. There's a really interesting one in Richmond, Virginia, Sandman's... I think it's called Sandman's Comedy Club because the nickname of the owner is Sandman, so it's called Sandman's. But everyone who enters that club does not know the backstory, so it's just like, okay, Sandman. Yeah.
We're going to go to sleep, or they're going to play Metallica music. I'm not sure what the connection is. I know there used to be Sir Laughs a Lot.
Oh God!
In Memphis, I always liked that. Josh, did you have any great names?
Sir Laughs a Lot was definitely one.
Yeah, in Springfield too.
Yeah, in Springfield, Missouri.
Well, now you're on the road. Are you drive to a lot of these gigs? Are you flying all over the place? What's the?
Yeah, it's flying, and some of them. I mean, I don't drive, so usually I get an opener that can drive, but I make sure they know it's based on their talent and not the fact they can drive. I pick them because of their immense
Now,
talent.
when you say you can't drive, you don't have a driver's license?
I don't know how to drive. I never learned.
Okay, can I ask you another question?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way. And I asked for a reason. Can you swim?
No.
See?
Do you see?
I know how to do one
proved
thing.
my point.
Tom says to every person born in New York City, can you swim?
I went to college in New York City, and when I went there, I don't know if they still do this, you had to be able to swim to graduate. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And
my brother had that.
A lot of the guys that were from New York, A, couldn't drive, and B, couldn't swim.
Yeah.
And learning to swim I think is really important, and there's a whole racial component to why it's not happening. I get
100%.
But I think it's really important for schools to make sure everyone knows how to swim for obvious reasons. But I'm not mocking you for not being able to swim, although
I am. Learn to swim.
If you want to be
you landlubber.
We throw you in the lake, you learn, like my dad taught me.
Do you just not have any desire to drive?
At this point, I'm 40. I feel like the self-driving cars are just around the corner. I feel like I just beat everybody. Like everyone's like, oh, you don't know how to drive. You don't know how to drive. And now it's like, oh, what a waste of time learning how to drive when you didn't need it after all.
It's the new algebra.
Yeah.
We have machines that can do this for us.
I beat the system. I just waited it out.
So you Uber a lot.
I Uber a lot, and again, openers will drive, and I mean, it's hard being a touring comic who doesn't know how to drive. It's not the most practical thing in the world, but yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but I've gotten through it. And New York, it's all public transportation anyway, so at least locally, I'm all right.
Yeah. At the risk of once again sounding like an idiot, I Uber a lot too. And invariably meet a lot of people from a lot of other countries. Right.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to stereotype. It's just a simple fact.
It's. I mean, the reason for that is just because you're struggling to get work, and just like everyone else, it's like right there. All you need to do is learn how to drive. And a lot of folks, at least in New York, were cab drivers or limo drivers to begin with, and now all of a sudden they got to go to Uber or Lyft. I always ask the question, how do you like driving for Uber? Or how do you like driving for Lyft? Which is like such a bad question. I think a lot of us ask that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do it, because it's like, what do I want them to say? Oh, this PhD in physics from Pakistan completely paid off. I was a nuclear physicist in Uzbekistan, but now having drunks around.
Hari, have you noticed that there's a box you can check that if you don't want them to talk to you?
Yes.
Which I find so offensive. Now, they probably find it offensive that I insist on talking and always ask them lots of questions. And for the most part, a lot of these men and women love doing it. And I mean, I've had a really good experience with it, but I always like to find out about them and what are they doing, where do they live, why did they move here?
A lot of them do say they love doing it as they're driving you around for tips.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm wondering why you're stalking them.
Smiling.
See, now, Hari, I don't know if you could look at your phone. Do you know? Because as you know, you rate the drivers, but they rate you back.
Of course.
I hate it.
So we had this argument in the air one day, and I was the only one that had a 5 out of 5.
Is
you
it
have
still
a 5?
Yeah.
You've never pissed anybody off?
I overtip. That's the American way, Hari.
You don't piss them off even when you ask, no, where are you really from, is what I meant to say.
And I have like a 4.98. How the hell does that work?
It's when you're drunk, Christy. It's when you're drunk.
When I'm drunk, I got that 2%.
If you have
2 points
a girlfriend in the car, you guys are gossiping a little bit, they'll put you down.
Right.
I should point out that Hari is a comedian, and I have yet to mention he's going to be at the famous Comedy Attic this weekend, and then it's October 12th and 14th, Fort Collins at the Comedy Fort. Anything unusual on your mind these days we need to have you tell us before we let you go?
What's unusual? I mean, I have a kid, so all the gossip I have are things I'm thinking about, or in terms of like, there's not enough stroller parking in Brooklyn.
How old? How old? 3?
3. Yeah.
There's real quick. We had a scientific study this morning of 500,000 people. What is the happiest age? I landed on 3 or 4, but there's a whole graph of when you're happy and when you're not. And yeah, there's nothing better in the world than a 3-year-old. Maybe
well, I'm not going to break the news to him that he's peaked already.
No, you got it.
Well, Hari, what a great pleasure speaking to you. I hope you can get back in the studio next time you're around, okay?
100%, absolutely.
And I recommend check out Hari on the internet if you're wondering, well, how do I spell it? Kondabolu. I'm going to spell it out for everybody. They can find out what you're all about. And next time I see you, I expect you to at least have learned the dog paddle. Don't you want to learn how to swim?
I do want to learn how to swim. I mean, I did a TV pilot about learning how to swim, which was terrifying. And then I didn't get the TV show, so now what's the point?
Take some swimming lessons and call us back.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Hari.
Oh, God, I love that guy. So funny.
It's like being yelled at by your dad when you call here.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Go take some swimming lessons and call me back.
Christy, you are exactly right.
No, and I didn't mean to word it that way. It's really important for people to learn to swim, and it's really important as a culture that we, and as a society, that we provide places for them to learn and pools. And
What if he's never around water?
I don't want to get into the drowning rate, but I mean, it's important to learn. And I know there's a big problem right now getting lifeguards. That's why there are a lot of major cities that had pools that were closed, and it's a very serious topic. But swimming is fun. Come on, right?
Well, you enjoy swimming.
How can you skinny dip if you can't swim? Well, that'd be embarrassing. The first time I went skinny dipping, he drowned.
That would be bad. That's a bad first date.
It's probably happened.
No.
I'm sure there was some guy pressured to swim to skinny dip.
100% been a guy that wanted to see boobs more than he was willing to admit that he couldn't swim.
Yeah.
It's had to have happened.
No.
Sure. Yes.
Sure.
1,000,000%.
Oh, that's sad.
We're very dumb, Christy.
Yes.
So dumb.
And Christy, there are people who can't drive that buy cars. If you don't believe me, read about Jimi Hendrix buying a Corvette and driving it into a pole after 10 minutes.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Okay, well, yeah, that is sad. You don't want to see that.
No.
Real quick, a reminder, we are going to be doing our special show from the North Star Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin, Friday morning, November 17th. We're going to have the Brass to Mouth Horns there with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio. We'll all be there. Should be a great show. That evening, a couple of live comedy shows. The first one sold out. The second one is up and running, and I don't know if it's sold out yet, but it probably will be. So if you want to come see us, we'd love to see you. We have a couple special tricks up our sleeve. North Star Casino Resort /entertainment for all that information. Right now, I want to remind you once again about my buddy Steven Singer at Steven Singer Jewelers. And you find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. That may seem a little harsh. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Oh, he loves it.
Steven Singer's all about love. He's all about love and jewelry and great things and diamonds. But he does hate lab-grown diamonds. That's why he'll give you one if you buy a real one. Because those lab-grown diamonds, they're not going up in value. Real diamonds, they retain their value so much so that if you buy, say, an engagement ring from Steven Singer Jewelers maybe 2 years ago, you want to upgrade that diamond, get a bigger one, you get your full value in return. Steven Singer knows what he's doing. He likes real, natural, earth-born diamonds. He also likes all kinds of cool jewelry, and you can see it. And, you know, some people go, well, there's nothing going on. What am I going to get jewelry for? There's even Halloween-related jewelry. Here's a trick-or-treat for you, baby. Look at this nice necklace. Find out what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, you're gonna write me a thank you note. Hey, thank you, Tom. I had a great weekend because I gave her something from Steven Singer Jewelers. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We're coming right back. We got some history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
Willie Griswold over there.
Yo.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. There's Tom. Tom, look who's joined us.
It's Jeff Oskay, the birthday boy. And Jeffrey, we have got you a nice carrot cake right there in honor of your birthday because we missed it. Now, it's not one of Amy's homemade cakes.
No.
I'd like to apologize to whoever he sent out to buy this. Mike Mark.
Mike Mark.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Mike Mark.
It wasn't like I had to make a special trip. He was getting me coffee anyway.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Happy birthday. Well, we certainly enjoyed your comedy segment, and I want to get this straight now. You are driving with Godwin. Is that correct?
I'm driving Godwin.
And you're going to be at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids coming up this Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
That'll be great. Now, what is the plan? Do you play music or do you listen to a book?
No, last time we had an 8.5-hour drive.
Yeah,
and no, it was great. I learned everything about Pat, and Pat learned everything about me. And
So this will be a quiet drive.
Oh, we got lots more. You know, he had a story at the very end coming back. He's got tons of stuff.
We only got
We're
to
gonna dig
age
deep.
37 on
Yeah.
that. So we still have
We're
another,
digging
what
deep
is it,
this stuff.
12 years?
Okay.
For me, it's like 80 years.
And Pat's had an interesting week. I don't want to go into any details, but You,
No, it'll be fun. I love riding with Pat.
Okay.
Like Pat's a great road passenger.
You may want to get some Raycon earbuds.
There was an incident at school.
There may have been a couple of incidents.
Oh boy.
Okay, I want to do something real quick to justify my faux pas earlier in the show when we were talking with Hari. I'd been rehearsing his last name for quite some time, and here he is saying it.
People always ask me, Hari Kondabolu, how did this remarkable journey...
Please welcome the most famous Hari Kondabolu in the world, Hari Kondabolu!
Okay, you got it? Oh, there we go. Got it now.
Did you hold up your sheet, though, that you have Harry
Written.
written on
He
the sheet?
does. I saw it.
And you held it up to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the tape.
Yeah, you got the tape.
I have the tape. I can run it back.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just wild about Hari.
He can lie with the best of them, can't he?
No, I changed it so I wouldn't screw it up again. I'd been rehearsing it all morning. So embarrassing. I try to get it right.
Yes.
I can't always get it right, Josh. Christy, you got anything?
No, it's it's history time.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yeah.
Time now for
what's the date?
history.
It's the
September
30th, 29th. That's it.
Okay.
Near the end of the month.
It's payday.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Let's see now. What happened on this date in history? You want to do birthdays first?
Well, it's Josh. It's Jeff Oskay's birthday today.
He likes you to pronounce it Hari.
Yes.
Okay, this is a tough one. Let's see. Josh, you're not eligible.
Okay.
Miguel de Cervantes, born on this date in 1547. What's his most famous book?
Uh,
I'll give you a hint. Windmill.
Yeah, Quixote.
Don Quixote. Don Quixote.
Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot
I didn't read that one.
A lot of people opposed to those windmill things. It's because of that.
It has nothing to do with Don Quixote. It's killing birds, but go on.
Okay. Enrico Fermi on 1901. You know who he was, right?
Gone with the Wind.
No, he wasn't Gone with the Wind.
Nuclear reactor.
Sure.
Brilliant physicist. Jerry Lee Lewis, born on this date in 1935. The Leonardo DiCaprio of dating young women of his day.
Oh, yeah. I liked him a little younger.
Yeah. Here's a good one. This guy's still around. 1942, Ian McShane.
Yes, terrific actor. Yeah, Deadwood.
Yeah. He's one of those guys. Have you ever seen him from a shot far away? He's really short.
Oh, is he?
He's such a badass looking guy in the close-ups. But he's Madeline Kahn.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Don't make her mad. You want to experience the wrath of Khan.
Oh,
I see.
Thank you for the tip in, Ace.
Look at that.
He was my boyfriend.
She's he was my boyfriend.
He was my boyfriend.
Bryant Gumbel, 1948, the newscaster, sportscaster, interviewer. Andrew Dice Clay, 1957. Bass player Les Claypool.
Yeah.
Primus. A comedian Russell Peters. He's been in here.
Yeah.
Another gent of Asian Indian heritage, and a very funny guy. He knows more about Canada than America.
All right.
Let's see. Kevin Durant. How about that? Okay. No, got nothing there. That's
Jimmy Durante.
Jimmy Durante, Pat.
But
very close.
I know all these. It was Cloris Leachman before with the boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
John D. Rockefeller. Born.
Or was it Terry Garr?
He became in 1960. Became the 1916. He became the world's first billionaire. Wow. Now he'd be a gazillionaire.
Time now for things we learned.
You have that
on the Bob and Tom show.
I didn't know you had it.
Christy woke up with tinnitus or tinnitus in her
I did.
ears.
Thought my smoke alarms were out of batteries.
Yes, because of that we had to
listen to Pat's song, which I enjoyed very much. Pat,
Thank you, Christy.
Thursday is fire drill night at Tom's house every night.
Weird. You were joking, right?
You really have fire drills at your house?
We walk the girls what to do in case of a fire.
You were
Absolutely.
kidding.
First of all, you're going to want to go into the north wing.
Watch the escalator.
That's where the better sprinklers are.
Tom, as of late, has been telling us all about this new wonderful thing out there called eBay.
Yes.
Teaching us all about it. You can buy used goods and such.
Oh, and new stuff, too.
Yeah,
stolen stuff, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Pilfered.
Stolen stuff.
Stolen stuff, yeah.
Stolen from a department store.
Al Michaels used the term razzle-dazzle during the Thursday night football game, Detroit versus Green Bay, and Tom loves it. Loves the razzle-dazzle.
Well, it's because I used it on the air one day, and I was castigated.
We did tease you a lot, saying nobody says
Nobody
it.
ever says it anymore. It's virtually every game someone says it.
Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskay on the road this weekend together, like Hope and Crosby. They'll be at the Olympic Theater.
Yeah.
No snacks, though. No road snacks for Pat.
Nope. We don't do
Just
that.
coffee.
We had a sandwich last time, didn't we? We stopped for a sandwich.
I usually go with a beef stick and a combo.
All right. And there'll be plenty of Roadhead. Tom plays John Barry music before the show starts to relax.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of musical soundtracks. So
Yes.
When I'm in here, I can have a little bit of background noise to eliminate the tinnitus that Christy and I both have.
I like it. We learned about a naked barber shop out there in the world.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Guys and guys.
I confessed I will not have a male barber.
You weren't kidding.
I wasn't. I've left because there haven't been female barbers.
I don't know. You may want to give one a shot.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think if they were gay, I wouldn't have a problem with a gay barber, and I wouldn't have a problem with an old barber.
Oh, you don't want that.
And I loved old gay barbers.
I knew your uncle.
Like the guys that really had to hide it.
Did you hear what Pat said?
I knew your uncle.
Your uncle, the confirmed bachelor uncle.
Back next week.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.